Before we get into this next episode of the Work Area Podcast, just need to give a shout out to all the sponsors that help me do this podcast and help me race every week. KRM Hot Shots, the crew that never stops so you don't have to. We specialise in express delivery of parts and products to the mining sector anywhere in Australia. Fast, reliable and on the road 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. When it needs to be there now, call KRM Hot Shots. Bunbury Toyota, family owned and operated since 1973. They've got new and used vehicles plus service and parts all in the one spot. Go and see the team at Bunbury Toyota for your next car, just like I did when I bought the Hilux. I saw John, had the car in a few weeks. Easy, easy, easy. Jolly Good Auto Electrics. If you need anything auto electrical, in-car, audio or entertainment, this is your one-stop shop. Go and see Trevor and the boys at 141B Grayson Highway in Bellevue. If you need a new stereo, Apple CarPlay or even a two-way, they'll sort you out. QV. These guys are the leaders in premium automotive electrical gear. Whether it's mining, off-road, 4x4, transport or marine, performance and quality is what they do. Check out the full range online at qv.com.au. That's qvee.com.au. Platinum Tiger Insurance. Specialise in insurance brokerage, claims management and risk service, and they tailor everything to suit you. Dylan Panizza is with Platinum Tiger, and I honestly can't recommend him enough. He's my insurance broker, answers the call, goes above and beyond, and he's the best in the game. Find him online, Platinum Tiger Insurance, or come see me in the pits and I'll put you in touch with him. TPE Group, first sponsor to ever jump on board the podcast. Obviously wouldn't be here without him. Gives us the office, lets me come and go as I please. Ripper team. All Talk Engineering. Jared and the crew at All Talk are your one-stop shop for anything engine related. Have a look around the pits. You'll see his sticker on heaps of cars. He helps a lot of people get out there on the track, so support him if you can. If you want to win, go see Jared and the team and get the All Talk edge. Just remember, all these guys actually help heaps of people out as well, not just me. So remember, support those who support the sport. Let's get into it. Yeah, mate, we can swear if we want.
Okay, cool.
Another episode of the Work Area Podcast. Just going to, obviously the sponsors were on just then, but I just wanted to do everyone a quick reminder that I've got the competition running on Facebook. So if you want to drive for the mighty 85 wingless, jump onto the social media pages, have a quick look, and there's some competitions there to drive it. But in terms of the sponsors, you show me any receipt from QV, Jolly Good, or Bunbury Toyota, and effectively you go in for a drive to drive the car at the end of the year. So enough of that. I appreciate your sponsors though, thank you. But yeah, in studio with us, sort of someone that I just told him, Buddha's been into me since about episode 4 to get him in, and not like I had any reasons to do this podcast at the start, but Todd Waddell, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All good. Todd's sort of the reason why I wanted to do this, because I was like, there's got to be cooler dudes in the pits than just the 3 dudes who get on the Sprint Car podium. And yeah, by doing this, I've found out that is definitely true, and I think people are going to be pretty mind blown when they hear the resume that you've got and what you have actually done. So
yeah, it should be some good stories in there as well. So it should be a good listen, because 27 years now, which is wild. I was thinking about it today. Been involved in racing since I was 10, so done a lot.
Yeah, right. Because I just seen that there was like a little thing even just now that you were the first like Australian national title winner in the juniors. Like I know there was ones before, but like in the new, what would it call, be like governing body or whatever?
Yeah, in like the Speedway Australia, I guess, era. Yeah. There was one before it, but I think that was a NASA one. Yeah. I ran second to that. I got put in the wall with 2 laps to go while leading, had major toe out, and then got past in the last corner. So from getting second in that as like an 11-year-old, I guess.
So you could have 4.
Could have had 4. I should have had 4, but I didn't, you know. So, got second in that, and that was, you don't really know lows when you're that young, 11 or 12, but that was a serious low, and I just thought, man, I got to fucking win one of these, because the low's so bad, the high must be good. And then we went on a run and managed to get a couple in a row, which was mint.
So with that, mate, is it like a strong pedigree of races? Like where's the family at before you're 11? Like, are they all racers? Are you the first generation? How did that all?
Probably like pretty well first generation. My stepdad raced at Forestfield Speedway, which is gone now.
Yep.
He raced there as a junior, and then he raced a drag car after that at Ravenswood. And then basically started in motocross, 4 or 5, absolutely useless. I spent more time on the floor than I did on the bike. And I remember a story. I was at Geraldton for a state title, I think it was, probably 5 years old. There's a big start straight with a corner, and you're never going to fly off the cliff. But me as a 5-year-old, I was like, I am not riding in my bike down there at that drop off. So basically like almost walked down and then finished the race. So that was the end of that. And then, got into Speedway when I was 10, which was good. So,
why Speedway? Like, do you remember or?
No, I don't think I had much choice, to be honest. Like, it wasn't something we sat down and talked about. It was kind of, the family built me a car, and I just got in and drove and was reasonably handy at it, which was nice. And, wasn't handy at the start. It was like anything, just learning to change gears and trying not to hit everyone and all that sort of stuff. But, once we got up to speed and, it was good.
And where did all this happen? Like, you grew up in Perth.
So, grew up in Perth, but I was a member. I think the first club I joined was probably Mora from memory, long time ago now. But so I raced Mora and at Allenbrook. So Allenbrook on the Sunday, raced Mora Saturday night or whatever night they were, and raced against some cool people too. You know, like when I first started, I was racing against Veronica McCann, Warren Oldfield, Tim King. He races the Sprintcar now.
Rumbold Ford.
That's him. Yeah. One of the Australian titles I won in Melbourne, Jamie Veal got second to me. So that was cool, racing against Veerley and like Jason McIver, who runs Darwin now. Just proper names that have gone on to do all different stuff in the sport, which is, when you look back on it, is it's pretty wild. You know, we're all together in that division, and you know, I'm a crew chief now, and Jamie's a sprint car driver, and Jason McIver runs the Speedway, and it just.
And president of SCCA.
Yeah, it's just wild how we're all still in the sport, you know, which is weird.
So how good were you early? Because if you're second at 11, like in that NASA time or whatever it was, like you must have been reasonable.
So I won my last one when I was 16, 15, 14. So I was 13, so not 11. Yeah. Okay. So when I was 10, 11, I was pretty well too small to even get in the car. I used to have to get lifted in, and because I'm not big now, as you can see. So, just kind of racing against good people and just developing as a junior. And you see that with everyone. I see that with my son Kobe now, you know, when he first got in a go-kart, didn't want to drive it. Now you can't get him out of it. So just that kind of level. But I think when I turned 12 or 13, it's like your testosterone kicks in a bit, and then you want to like, okay, now I really want to race. I want to win. I'm sick of losing. And but when you're 10 and 11, you're just happy to be driving around because none of your friends at school do it. So you're the coolest kid in the pits, you know. So probably from 12 or 13, I started to really make a name for myself, I guess, on the scene, and just went on a ripper run.
Were you competitive, like, or did it just come naturally? Like, do you remember how you were when you were getting in the car? Were you like, right, let's get it on, or was it you just a kid and racing? I
think after I ran second in that first Australian title, I kind of had the belief, you know, because it was at the Motorplex too, which was cool. So after running second in that, you kind of clicked to like, okay, I'm good enough to do this. Let's just put it all together. And then once you win one or two, it's weird. Like I imagine it would be like, say, J-Mac now on a restart, you can pull up next to someone and they look across, fuck, it's J-Mac. You know, what am I going to do? Yeah. Well, it was similar in the junior, you know, like you'd pull up next to them and rev it and you could see them look, and then they'd just blow the first turn and you just drive underneath. And so, the competitiveness came with the testosterone, but we went on a good run.
So the first national titles in Collie. So and just to get ready, there's 3 of them. So the first national titles in Collie, like I know you would have had the belief, but do you remember much of that night at all, other than that you won?
I don't remember a whole lot. One thing I do remember, my stepdad and I had like hand signals, which was weird for like a 13-year-old kid. So
club light style.
Yeah, so he would kind of do this. If I had a lead, and he would swing his arm if someone was close, right? And so we had a heat race, and I was leading, and he's just swinging his arm. I'm like, fuck, someone must be close, and I'm ripping, right? I think I actually charade then. So I'm driving the absolute shit out of this thing, and cross the line, and I get out, and I'm like, He goes, no, I just wanted you to break the track record. They weren't even close. So, yeah.
Did you get near it?
Yeah, smashed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, smashed it. So that was cool. But yeah, I that's one thing that sticks in my head. I was just like,
You'd never trust the signals again.
Never again. Yeah, absolutely. Just wheeling this thing as hard as I could, and I just wanted you to break the record.
So how did that weekend pan out? You obviously won that heat race. Is that how it sort of went throughout the whole time?
Yeah. We kind of had a bit of a stranglehold on that from memory. And then pretty well on the race, we ran away with it. Just, I don't know, just clicked.
Do you remember, who's your big competition at this stage? You know, is there like...
I think Jason McIver was at that one. Carl Dowling would have been there.
I think he got second.
Yeah, I think, Dowling was there.
But was there someone locally that you'd battle with like all the time?
Oh, we, like Carl, myself, Nick Bombach, he used to race Sprintcar as well. Who else was there? Scott Sparks, Rob Adley, he won the first one that I got second in.
Yeah.
Like at the Motorplex, you could throw a blanket over us.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we were all pretty well the same speed.
But you must have been the youngest.
Yeah, by a long way.
Yeah. And that's, from what I can understand, like the two people is Blake Ivanell and you, that like Blake did too, and they reckon that's like phenomenal. Like to win as the underage, and I could only imagine it in footy terms, like the guys that get state 18 twice because they get it in the underage year, but you did it like Daniel Rich style, mate. Like he's doing it from 16. So no one would have won it as young as what you have. Is that right?
I don't know now. I haven't really kept up with it, but probably not.
Yeah,
probably not. And that's the unique thing about juniors. To win 3, to like match me, or to win 4, you have to win your first one when you're 12.
Yep.
Or you can't do it. You physically can't. You get kicked out before you can win enough.
But your national titles go second, first. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck, boys.
That was only because they wouldn't let me race again.
Yeah. Wouldn't they?
No, well, that was it. I was finished. I was too old, so it was time to get in a midget then. But so
second. What about the second national title? Same car throughout all this, like
same brand of car.
Yeah,
but you keep building new ones just to make them lighter, make them faster, change this, and I don't know if it changed too much, to be honest. Like it's a radial car on steel bodied radial car, so you can't really like put FKs on it or something and get going, but. It was always just trying to find the edge, the next edge,
What? Who's the one that gave you the edge then? Obviously, you said
my
your
stepfather.
Stepfather. So he obviously didn't come from Speedway, like you said. So
no, he's got more of an engineering background.
So he's just switched on.
Yeah. Always a Speedway fan. Raced as a kid, then really didn't do much racing after that. But once I started racing, he was just all in. Like both feet. Pin the ears back. Away we go. We're going to do whatever it takes to try and get there. And always had great equipment. He would just give me the best of the best that we could get. There's not a lot you could do because it was like I said, it was a road car basically with fiberglass bonnet, fiberglass boot, and a couple of doors and send it. So it was just good. But that second national title, that was probably, I think, was that the Simpson one? Yeah, Collie, Simpson, Murray Bridge. Yeah, the Simpson one. That's the one where I raced with Veerley. And I was leading. I'm pretty sure I led the whole race, but every corner I could like see his bonnet.
Yeah, okay.
He was like right there. One mistake and Veerley wins the Australian title. So that was cool.
Tell me then, how does a kid in a junior be better than everyone else? Are they legitimately just sending it harder, driving better? Like there's no power in them, front wheel drive. Like what skill set do you have to be dominant as a junior?
That's a hard question. I really don't know.
Because I look at it, they all look the same.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? How's this?
But you do see kids dominate.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Like he's not driving away from.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It's not like I'm a better driver than Veerley. Look what he's done in a sprint car. But
are you undefeated to him?
No, in Australian titles. Yeah.
You got 3. There's what, 2?
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, he won them when they counted though.
Yeah. True.
I don't know what makes kids better. I guess people grow up at different levels. Maybe that's why we see the difference. For me, I'm not sure because I was young when I won the first one. Just good equipment. My car's never broke down, which is good. That's a thing. You can't. Well, you can Jamie Oldfield proved it. You can win Australian titles without finishing everything. But the main thing is to finish every race.
Yeah.
Bank the points, start up the front, make life a little bit easier on yourself.
So the Simpson one, reasonably dominant, and that one sort of, what was the hardest one?
Probably Collie. The Murray Bridge one was a bit of a domination.
So your oldest, you already won 2.
Yeah. And then you had, like I was saying before, you had that thing where you could pull up next to people.
Yeah.
And I remember I can't remember his name, but he was starting on the front row next to me. And he came and we were having a yarn and he just said, "Oh, man, I'm so glad I made the race." And I looked at him, I'm like, "Made the race? What are you talking about? I would not be happy unless I win the race, But just that mindset deal. So, that was a cool one because I actually won every single event, won every heat race.
Yeah.
Put it on the pole, led every lap of the feature.
You just must have been sanding it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was older then. I was like 15 or 16. So you probably should be in a junior Formula 500 or something. They didn't have them back then. I wish they did. But so you're at that level and then you're in a car that goes way slower than what you can go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of grab it by the horns and just let it rip,
I sort of subscribe to the narrative that there's only a certain amount of confidence out there, right? So the more you get, the less everyone else has.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. If it's like a pie and you
got 80% of it. There's only 20 to go around.
Because someone else can't be, if you've won 2 national titles already, you're coming in as a top ager. There's no one else that could come in and truly feel like they're going to win it.
And you got the number one on the side of cars, almost as tall as me, You put and I think on that car, it was just the one on the side.
Yeah.
Fuck all sponsors, nothing, just one.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay. What colour?
It was white with a kind of an Australian looking one. So it was a red, blue one. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
What about, which one is your favourite then? Because 3 national titles is people,
it's
95% of the more than that would go through and never win a state title.
Yeah. My favourite, I think the Murray Bridge one.
Yeah.
Because it was just one of them weekends where everything worked. You can start 8 in a heat race and win. Start off the front of a heat race, win. Start 4th, win. Just one of them weekends where it was you couldn't miss. Could not miss. It was just all on.
What about then the state titles in that sort of reign? Did they come as easy? How would you go week to week outside of national titles?
Yeah, so that year, I'm pretty sure it was the year we won the Murray Bridge title. We actually won every state title as well.
Yeah.
So we won WA, we won Adelaide, we won Victoria. There was no juniors in New South Wales. We won Queensland.
Yeah, right.
There was no juniors in our class. They had a different car in Northern Territory. But yeah, so every available state title we managed to tick off and the Australian title in that year. So
is there any coin involved in juniors?
Zero. Nothing.
Well,
there's lots of coin, but it's going that way. It's not coming this way,
It's coming out of the stepdad's pocket.
Yeah, coming out of the family pocket.
Get into that engineering. No sponsors either. That's a bit ungrateful.
Oh, no, we had sponsors, but I think just for that one, he just put the one with, so you can see
mind games. Because it would get kids.
Yeah, it would have got me. Would have got me, 100%, especially
telling a
younger.
15-year-old kid, you can do this. You're like, this bloke's just won 2.
And the worst part, I had a Jeff Gordon blue, red and yellow flame, the DuPont flame suit. So I used to roll around in that complete wanker.
So I reckon I would have hated you.
Yeah, you would have. You would have.
How was the pits? Did everyone hate you because you were successful? How was that, do you know? Or you just
there was a lot of people that didn't like us.
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of people didn't like us. A lot of people that did, made some really good friends. Yeah. But it's that old thing. You've said it on here before. Nobody likes a winner. Yeah. And that is nothing more true than that.
Speedway doesn't like a winner.
Yeah.
If you're winning, you
must be doing
and
something.
A cheat.
Yeah.
And if you're losing in the pack, you're fucking
sick.
no good.
Good man. Let's have a beer.
Yeah, they'll have a beer, but he's fucked. He's useless.
Yeah.
But that's a wild sport. What about the transition then? You've gone from winning, do you know how many state titles you won? Has to be 10-ish.
Nah, not that many. Not that many.
Yeah, okay.
I think I won maybe 2 WA, couple South Australia, 1 Queensland, 1 Victoria. Yeah, maybe 6 or 8, I guess. Yeah.
Was it New Stars, Top Stars?
No, we were all in.
All in
back
then.
then. Yeah.
All in.
Yeah. So when I was 10 racing at Allenbrook, I had Warren Oldfield off the front row. you know.
Yeah, okay.
So you're never going to catch him,
Nah.
right? Because he was a proper
Ellenbrook.
star at Ellenbrook in a junior.
Yeah.
Like really good. Veronica Mann was really good
Yeah.
in juniors, you know. So, but I think that was better because you knew where you had to get to.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like I see him now, the field split.
Yeah.
You get to the front of that one, and then you step up. You're in the same car, and you're like, "Where the fuck did they all go?" Because everyone else is so much faster.
The progression curve.
Yeah,
can't be
I think
as
it's slower
linear.
now.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not like I need to catch him. It's
Get
like
your
we
ass
get to the front of there, and then now I'm king of the kids in this one, and then you get in their division of they're all gone. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's better just all in.
So you graduated from the juniors. There must have been some hype around you. Like you're 16, you're going in. You obviously went into the speed cars initially, but was that always the pathway? Like, were there multiple avenues open to you? How did the transition come about?
I wanted to race a late model.
Yep.
I really did. And I'd sat in a late model and I'd talked about racing a late model. And then Joe Little, who used to race Speedcar, number 5, he was a bit of a legend at Claremont back in the Graham Jones kind of days. Yep, Joey Little. So he bought a Speedcar. I don't know if he was going to race it or not. And I think he just wanted to drive it, to be honest, because he hadn't raced for that long. And that came up for sale and it was the right price. And then he agreed that if I bought it, he would actually be my crew chief.
Okay.
So kind of naturally went down that path. So yeah, and once I started driving a speed car, I was just like, no more late models for me, man. This thing is wild. So speed cars was cool. They're still my favourite division.
How big is that jump from a Daihatsu Charade to a speed car?
Massive. Massive. Because the Daihatsu Charade's front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So you got a front wheel drive. It steers with the front, obviously, like a forklift going backwards. So, you drive into the corner, you turn and it goes. And now you've got a car that basically drives from the back. You drive with the throttle and the brake, whereas the Daihatsu you drive with completely with the steering wheel. It was a big jump, but thankfully I had Joe on my side. So we're kind of in the window, so it was easier for me. And we clicked and 3 or 4 races I think I was starting to go okay in the speed car, which was good.
Just that transition, I just get because I feel like it'd blow an adult's mind. Like you're a kid, is it just way easier to absorb everything that's happening as a kid? Like, do you reckon it's easier to jump in at 16 than it would be at 26 into a speed car?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
especially off the run that we were on, because you're kind of on the wave. Yeah. You're just riding it. It's just another race car. And you're completely confident because you've come off this big high of a decent junior career.
Yeah, okay.
And you jump in and you just, And if you've got some ability and the car's set up okay, you can get around and then you just build your own momentum from there, Just keep getting better and better. And it is like going back to the start though, because you go from the junior where did everyone go that way to where did everyone go that way? When because I was racing against like Neville Lance, Michael Figlamini, like Scott Glazebrook, some of the real guns.
So is that like the golden era of speed cars, do you think? Because in terms of the name, Glazebrook, I know he was a killer. Obviously Michael Figlamini, Neville Lance. Like, is that the period you've been across it a fair bit now? Is that sort of the
since I've been involved, I think it was much harder back then, to be honest. Now you've got like say last year, Tom and Caden basically won every single race.
Yep.
Whereas when I started, you had Neville Lance, Tom Watson, Michael Figlamini, Dean McCallan. Like just the list is massive. Yeah. Jamie Oldfield was in a speed car back then, and he was good, really good.
He says when I spoke to him, he said he misses it. If that's one division he could get back to.
Well, he was good in them too. Yeah. He was good. He had a good car, and
he's
good
in everything.
Yeah,
he's good in a fucking grader.
Yeah, he could win in a wheelie bin. Yeah. There's nothing surer, So I think that era was tough, but I think it was good for me too, because you'd race against them guys here to go to a national title or somewhere else and race. They're not as good as the guys I was racing at home,
Yeah.
You've got your select few, your Adam Clarks and Mark Browns and all these guys, but WA was much stronger than the other states at that point. So, they had 2 or 3 really good guys. We had like 10. was just wild.
Who was obviously like sounds like when you jumped into the juniors, Warren Oldfield was the man in your mind. Who was the man you were looking at when you rolled out into the speed cars at that stage?
That's a tough question.
Which one, like, would you, if someone was to show you a nose when you're rolling around, who do you reckon would have had the biggest impact on you?
Oh, Michael Figglemania, by a mile. Nothing sure.
Yeah, so if you've seen him.
I remember he passed me once. He had a rotary, I don't know what was in this thing, but it's like it had 1,100 horsepower. He passed me at the Motorplex and his front wheels weren't on the ground.
Far out.
I looked to my right because he's going around outside of me and literally front wheels. Yeah, on the outside of me, front wheels not on the ground. You know, just incredible.
Did they run the fence then? Like, did the track shape up how it did now? Like, you see, like Caden, Buddha, Rowie run the fence. Like, did you guys run the fence?
It was more through the middle. Like, the middle was fast back then, especially when the Motorplex was fairly early.
Yeah.
There was a lot more dirt on it. You could run the middle. There was nights you had to bang the fence down, but not as consistent as they do now. You know, it's pretty top dominant now.
Do you think that's the sprint cars or the dirt or combination?
I don't know. I think Mikey would know.
Yeah.
Mikey would know. I think the racing's better now. Mm-hmm. I really do. So I think it's a good thing that it is around the top, and to pass people you have to slide, whereas you could have someone running the fence, but the middle was that good that you just stick the middle and drive past them. Yeah. You know, there wasn't so many slide jobs. So yeah, and maybe the evolution of the cars too, because we are going faster now, I guess.
Yeah, that's my next one. Where do you think the development between the cars was, say, you jumped in with Joe Little's car to now, like, obviously it's probably unfair to compare it to like the Bennett Motorsports or whatever, but like the fourth to sixth car, like, what's the difference? Are they just out of control better?
Motors and shocks. Yeah. Motors and shocks. Yeah, we had a Esslinger, so we had a really good motor in that family car, the Joe Little car that we bought. So I had an Esslinger, so we weren't, you know, struggling for horsepower, but the shocks have come a long way, and you can just drive them harder because of the shocks. They're way more stable. And, you know, those Toyotas we had at Rodney's absolutely ripped. The GRDs that Golding's got absolutely rip. You don't see an Esslinger really up the front anymore, you know? This kind of...
Just probably off topic a little bit. Do you think Toyotas have sort of killed that division in terms of, like, the engines they put out and the prices that are attached to that? Like, I've seen heaps of stuff that they reckon Toyota coming into the speed cars has sort of maybe hurt the division.
I think it's kind of twofold. I don't think speed cars would be where they are without Toyota.
Yep.
You know, you've got Keith Coons winning 70% of the races in America with Toyotas, but without Keith Coons, you know, they've got 10 less cars. So
14 sometimes.
Yeah, 14 less cars, however many cars he wants to bring out. So, I think good and bad. I do think the price is absolutely ridiculous. You know, especially now I'm working on a sprint car and I go and order stuff, and then I remember what it was like ordering stuff for the speed car, and it's like, how is this 30% more and it's half the size? Yeah. You know?
Because it's like a speed car diff, is it right that's like $6,000 and a sprint car diff's like 4.5?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
But like bird cages, everything.
Everything's expensive. Everything. And even the motor, like those like to get a Toyota here, it's like 120. You can get a decent second-hand sprint car engine for like 60 or 70.
Yeah.
You know, and be competitive. But without the Toyota or like a GRD or an SR11, you can't really be competitive. Especially in Perth because of the Motorplex. You need a bit of horsepower to get rolling.
When was the first time you felt like you got rolling in the speed car? Do you remember the event? Like, did you win one that you thought, like, finally I've got a little bit of a handle on this?
Yeah, I have a race that sticks out. I remember it was probably the first time I'd ever done a slide job on anyone too, and it was on Jamie Oldfield. I think he was leading and I slid him, but I kind of thank God he's fucking as good as he is, because we would have run over each other. But I like checked him up and then we raced, and that was the one where I thought, okay, now I can race these guys now and handle myself and, you know, not look like an idiot.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I won that race. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
That was a feature?
Yeah.
Was that your first win?
I reckon it was my first one, first one.
And you got Jamie and those other fellas in the field?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's good. Yeah, and that's in Joe Little's.
Yeah, in the Esslinger. Yeah, little yellow Esslinger.
And then you thought, I'm back. Like, you've obviously, you're a confident man, and then you're back on top. Surely you just thought, this is too easy.
No, because then you turn up next week and you run 5th or 6th or 10th and you're back to reality, you know, because they were tough.
In that field, could you run a good 8th?
100%. Yeah. Yeah, you could run 8th and you can just list the names. Figs could win, Neville 2nd, Glazebrook 3rd, you know, Watson 4th. It's just keep going down the list. Yeah. 100%. You could race your absolute arse off and get 8th and, you know, couldn't have done another thing.
I know you travelled a bit. Did you travel in this first stint in the Speedcars?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Joe, family? Yep.
Yeah, with the family car.
What did you do? Do you remember? Like national titles?
Yeah, so we went to Parramatta. Parramatta was huge back then, especially for speed cars. I got some funny stories from that. So
on or off the track?
No, on the track.
Okay.
On the track. It's been a long time, so I can talk about it now.
Okay.
But I remember I think it was a champions race week before the Australian title. And I was in the B and top 4 transfer and I was running 5th, right? And I threw a slider on the guy in 4th and I wheeled him and away he went, boom, boom, crashed, right? So pull up, I think there was 1 lap to go and that was that, and get back to the pits and everyone wants to bash me and kill me, right? I almost needed security, right, to get out of this joint. And the chief steward said, look, we're going to, you came 4th, but because of that, you're not making the race. So I said to him, I said, well, I want to speak to the driver's rep, right? And he goes, the driver's rep's the guy in the ambulance, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, that was my introduction to Parramatta. His name was, I think it was Trevor Maloof was his name. No, real good, real top fella. I've spoke to him a lot after that. Yeah,
so you did speak to the driver's rep?
In a couple of weeks once he'd recovered. But I was just young and transfer spot there and I'm going for it.
Here's a break.
Yeah, I'm going to send it in.
Did not see you coming?
Oh, I don't know. The car was bright yellow. But I remember that story, so that was cool. But when we were racing over there then, like Tony Elliott was here, Pickens was there. Have you heard the Seamount team?
Nah, never.
That was cool. Like they brought everyone with them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From over in America?
America and New Zealand, yeah.
It's crazy to me the amount of history that we have with Americans and stuff. That's obviously recent. But even those midgets like way back in the day, you talk like Roey's granddad, Johnny Fenton.
Yep.
Bloke sponsored by Ansett or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's wild.
Getting flown in the 70s.
They used to go to Ansett and just drink beers and then go home because he had obviously passes to the lounge. I remember Rodney telling me the story. Yeah, they would just meet up there on a Friday.
Into the Qantas lounge.
Yeah, use the passes to go in. They're not flying anywhere.
Yeah.
Drink a heap of free beers
just
and then get home. That's it. It's all free.
But yeah, just like that, and then the continuation of that. Like this is like the dial-up phones, and it'd be hard enough to organise it now.
Yeah, it'd be wild.
And then back in the day, and the amount of Americans that come out,
and they used to come all the time.
Yeah, it's
all
crazy,
the time.
eh?
I think that's one good thing about having Americans in the Australian title for speed cars.
Yeah,
it just attracts. You know.
Yeah, where do you sit with that? Like, are you a fan of that? Like, it's easy to compare them against each other with the sprint cars and the speed cars, but obviously it's always been Australians that win the Australian title in the sprint cars. But I don't know how I feel if that was just all Americans. And I don't know how. Imagine if like 10 years in a row went past and no Aussie won a speed car.
That was speed cars for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of foot in both camps.
Okay.
I love having Americans here because I think it elevates the racing. But I also like seeing the one, like J-Mac when he rolled the one out. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Or Caden Brown in the speed car rolling the one around. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the quick fix is or if there even is a fix. It's just, unless I don't know. If they win the title, we cancel their visa, they can't go home. You got to spend 12 months. Yeah, you got to spend 12 months.
What's your best result in a speed car national title?
Fifth.
At
Lismore, driving for Keith McCallan.
Yep. Is that Dean's?
Yeah, Dean's dad.
Dad.
Yeah.
They had the shit too, eh? They had nice equipment.
Yeah, and Keith's one of the smartest people I've ever met.
Yep.
Like, you give him a bit of steel, he'll build you a chassis, put a motor in it, and sure as shit, it'll be the fastest thing you've ever raced.
Yeah, right.
Incredible. Incredibly clever. So, yeah, I raced for him for a year. We did the Lismore Australian title. I think we started 16th and ran 5th. Yeah, Davey Ray, the American, won that. So, yeah, that was good. That was probably my best result. I was going okay at one in Perth here, and I crashed pretty big. So that took me out of that one, and I used to crash a lot, which isn't great.
What did you think, like, your best skill set was in the Speedcar? Like, were you technical? Were you balls to the wall? Like, what do you think your skill set was?
Probably being naive, to be honest. Yeah, because I didn't race speed cars for that long.
Yeah.
So naive of being young, winning a few races in a junior. So I was just full ball. Let's just go. This will be as easy as that, and it certainly wasn't. So yeah, I think the naivety of being young, just being spirited and getting after it. I wasn't that technical. I was later on, but yeah, in those first couple of years, it was just let's go. Let's try and catch the good guys.
To jump forward a little bit, have you seen anyone in a speed car or at Speedway that reminded you of yourself when you did race?
No, not really. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never even thought about it. Yeah, never even thought about it.
Okay. And then so you did that for a few years, and then you graduated to the 410s.
Yeah. Yep, so I raced a couple of years in midgets, then went and raced a 410 for Matt Muir.
Was that always on the cards? Like, you said you wanted a late model, but then you end up in a speed car. You're always thinking, get me in the 410s. Like, what was your ambition?
Yeah, definitely sprint cars. Yeah. And then when I raced one, I wanted to race a midget again. Yeah. But yeah, that was very sponsor driven. Okay. I was sponsored by DeCandelo Steel City, John DeCandelo. Yeah. At that point, and he loved me racing a midget, but really wanted to see me race a sprint car. So yeah, because of that, basically put that sprint car deal together, and we had a decent year. We really did that first year. We managed to win an A main, which was good. Win a feature at the Motorplex. In my first year, it was the only one I won in a sprint car. So
in your first year,
yeah.
Tell me about that race.
I don't really remember much of it, to be honest. It was kind of a blur. I don't even remember celebrating. Yeah, it was just a blur.
Where's DeCandelo go? They used to be on everything. I'm
not sure, because they did. They used to sponsor and help everybody.
And their logo looked cool.
Yeah, it's a great Speedway logo. Yeah. It really is. It's nice and long and it's aesthetically pleasing. That's for sure.
So that first year, sort of, what were your expectations, crew, like, who was helping you out? Like, how did that first year in a 410 go?
Yeah, so Matt had a crew chief guy, Shane. His name was Shane Stent. So he was good. We got on great. It was basically, I just wanted to learn as much as I could. Didn't really know if it would move past 1 year. I didn't know if I was going back to midgets or what I was going to do after that. So yeah, it was just trying to make the best of it for that year. We had a lot of tough races. We obviously won that one race, so that was the highlight. But yeah, all in all, I think we held our own, I guess. But yeah, not what I thought it would be. If you let me draw it out on paper, I would have had much better results. But yeah, that was the reality, and yes, where we are at.
Was it like, not that you would have had like bad equipment? Was it equipment based? Was it your driving, just too much of a learning curve?
I think it was me. I didn't adapt very quickly. Because you got to drive a sprint car much different to a midget. Like I cannot even understand how Caden does it. To be honest, to win in a midget, get in a sprint car, and just go to the front, like absolute freak of talent.
What about Dan Harding? He won both.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, it's freaky that Caden got third, won a state title and then got third. That's like bullshit.
And I actually reckon, obviously Dan won, so it is more impressive.
Yeah.
But I think his is more impressive because I believe midgets are harder to drive.
Yeah.
So he was familiar with the easier one, whereas Caden's familiar with the harder one and then got in the one that's a little bit easier and a really, really good result.
He raced sprint. He's a sprint car driver that went to a speed car.
Speed car,
speed car driver that come up.
Yeah, different. Yeah, Caden's already really, really good in a midget and then got in the sprint car and made it happen. So, yeah, for Dan Harding to do that, that's just I couldn't even imagine it.
So, would you say? I know you said easy as you said it, but it's probably not the right word. What came more natural to you?
The Speedcar.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know, like, why it was more natural?
I don't know. Well, I did it for longer.
Yeah, okay.
So that was probably most of the reason. Sprint cars, I don't know. I never really got the wing speed thing or, dirty air or any of that stuff. Whereas a speed car, you can run up on the back of someone, you can slide them, you can do whatever you want. You're kind of way more in control of your result. by how you drive it. Whereas in a sprint car, I feel like your result is a lot dependent on what everyone else is doing around you as well.
And where you are on the track.
Yeah, where you are, you know. I don't know. I just think speed cars are much harder to drive. I'll probably get a bit of hate for that. All these sprint car drivers.
Fuck them. What do you remember, like in the sprint cars, like the one thing that was like what you couldn't quite grasp? Like, what is the thing that you're like, fuck, I can never get this. Like, what's going on? Because you know how to drive. Like what? Like and
Well, I think so.
yeah. Well,
Maybe
the title.
not anymore. I'm telling you, not anymore.
Well, it's like that one thing you're like, why the fuck am I not doing this? Like, do you remember what that was?
Probably dirty air.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty air. Really. And because I was only new to division, I wasn't running off the front.
Yeah.
So everywhere was dirty air.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about the things that we do to the race car now, and it would, like we never did any of that. So a lot of it would have been set up on the race car, and then myself not being at the level, I guess.
And I hear dirty air and I feel like I've got a grasp from it. But if you had to explain it to someone, what would you explain dirty air as?
So it's been a long time since I raced a sprint car, but what I remember the feeling of is like you've got all the downforce in the world and then someone rips the wings off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like the last time you went in that turn, you turned and it went around.
Yeah.
This time you turn and it goes straight.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's like because the car in front of you is like broken the air up.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. But that's what I understand it as. Yeah.
I'm sure there's someone that could describe that better than us. But
Much better. And they're probably much better in dirty air too.
But I think the best example of dirty air that you can see is when someone like Toby Balboa or whatever does the drone and they do it from 200 meters off the track and there's this vortex in the air.
Yeah.
And you can fully understand how much wind is actually moving.
It's crazy,
around. It's like, for me, I was at Rockingham pool with the kids.
Yeah.
There's this little whirlpool. You walk around enough, it turns into a whirlpool.
Yep. And then you can't stop it.
Yep. That's the sprint cars. And I feel like, I know it's so dumb, but that's why I was like, this is like dirty air. The whole air's moving. You can't break it. You're not the first one to get through it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the reverse of a cycling peloton. That's a Ryan Cricky thing. He will like that. But you don't want to be at the front of the peloton. But in a sprint car, it's the opposite. You want that air.
Yeah.
You want no one else.
On the nose, 100%. So you know when you're driving down the freeway and you put your hand out the window and it like pushes your hand up and down, put it behind the mirror.
Yeah.
Doesn't move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet you. I hope there's heaps of blokes doing that right now.
Yeah. Down the freeway doing this.
They don't understand it. And
we got it.
What's more important, do you think, to have air on your front wing or your top wing? Or both? Is it no
both.
difference?
Yeah, well, you can't really have air on one without the other, I guess. Yeah, both. Just air. Clean air is king.
Yeah.
Nothing surer.
Yeah, because I always listen to the Kyle Larson. He's like, when I'm in traffic, I'm just looking for air.
Yeah.
I just look for air. And
see, I don't even know how to do that. You know, that's why I was no good in a sprint car. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
But it seems like one of those things in the sprint car, you need 4 years. Like
it's an apprenticeship.
3, 4 years to figure it out. Because you need to figure out to get out of the shit, like in all the trouble.
Yeah.
But then once you get out of the trouble and you get up towards the front, then you need to learn the speed. Then you need to
dirty air, how to pass.
Even in the group chat today, like we're talking about people who've been in the sport a while, and they're like, that's why it's so impressive with Dane Kingshot, mate. Like
he's got bags of talent.
And he's at least the least experienced in the top 10 for sure.
Which is crazy, eh?
I know. It is crazy.
Like,
I think he's had 4 or 5 seasons.
Yep.
Some blokes got 15.
I remember Jeff Kendrick telling me it was 5 years.
Yeah.
5-year apprenticeship. You will not be good. I mean, you'll have moments of goodness, but you will not be good for 5 years. And then Dane just went and blew that theory out of the water. Completely blew it out. Yeah. He is unbelievable race car driver. Really, really good.
With that then, the 410s, how long did the Matt Muir Motorsport deal go for?
Just 1 year.
Just the 1 year.
Yeah, just the 1 year.
Then what did you know that was coming to an end? How did that?
I kind of had a feeling, a couple of races to go. Like it just wasn't kind of working.
Yep.
I wasn't where I thought I wanted to be. Sponsors weren't where I thought I wanted to be. They were actually, DeCandelo Steel City were going to buy their own sprint car, Med Drive. And then I went drag racing, which was something weird.
That is weird. This is the story I'm most interested in because
I
don't know why. It's like one of the sports I'm least interested in, but I'm the most interested to hear about it here.
Yeah.
So Tell us how the drag racing career of Todd Waddell came about.
This is going to be a good chat. So, have you heard of Auto Action?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have seen it. So, they advertised, the team I ended up driving for advertised in there for a driver.
That's sick.
Right. So, Australia-wide, Doorslammer driver in the magazine. And I was at work and my stepdad rang me and said, hey, would you drive a Doorslammer? Fucking weird question. But, you know, being young, I was like, I'll drive anything, mate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'll drive your wheelie bin, I'll drive, whatever you want. So, anyway, he said, all right, leave it with me. So we had a really good team of marketing people back then with my racing side, Speedcars and Sprintcars. So they did up like a proposal, I guess, kind of like a sponsorship proposal, but more like a driver proposal. Yep. Sent it over, heard back, come to the Winter Nationals at Willowbank. So I'd been to Ravenswood as a kid, running up and down, playing with my cars, doing all that stuff. I'd never done a burnout in my entire life. Not in a street car, not when I've won a race, nothing. Never done a burnout, right? So the least drag racing person you could put on the planet. Yeah. So get on an aeroplane, fly to Willowbank, meet up with Brett Stevens, and he's like 7 feet tall, big guy. Whoa, here we go. So there was 10 of us over there. It was kind of like a reality show, I guess. It wasn't filmed, but it was like that. Yeah. We were kind of basically working with the team, and whoever they wanted out of us 10 would get the job. So I was by far the youngest. I would have been, I think I was 17 or 18 at this point. 18 probably. And then like the next closest guy was probably 35, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
So I was super young, probably more marketable as well because I was young at that point. So, yeah, by the time I left there after 3 days of Willowbank, I knew I had the job. So got called into the big motorhome because, like, Brett Stevens Racing was massive, absolutely massive. Like 3 or 4 trucks to the racetrack.
What?
Yeah, like B-doubles, right? Catering truck, driver's truck, cars truck, like out of this world. It was like an F1 team.
Yeah, right.
In terms of logistics. So anyway, I got called into the motorhome. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they asked me a weird question. They said, like, what wage do you expect to get out of this? And I'm like, fuck, I've never been asked that. But 80 grand. Let's go with that. So, yeah, wrote it down. Yep, no worries, mate. So anyway, left there.
Wage.
Paid.
Before that question, did you expect a wage?
No. I would have done it for free. I would have paid them. I didn't have any money, but I would have found some, you know. So anyway, yeah, came back to Perth. I was still living at home with mum. Yeah. Complete mummy's boy. Yeah. Living at home with mum, said, right, you've got to leave on this date to go to Queensland. 2 bags on an airplane by myself. Queensland, here we come, you know.
To drag race.
Never lived out of home, never drag race.
What happened in those 3 days? Was there competitions, like driving tests?
We were just working with the team.
What do you
working
mean?
With the team. Like polishing cars and just interacting.
Well, so
basically.
they just got to know you.
Yeah, they wanted to find someone who fit in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Not like
because if it was a drag racing driver's test, I had no fucking chance.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I'd never done a burnout. You could put me out the front of the street car and say, hey, do a burnout. Oh, got no clue. No idea. So, yeah, flew there directly from, you know, the umbilical cord snapped as I went over Ayers Rock.
See you, Mum.
See you, Mum. No, I need you, Mum. So, landing Queensland, Brett picked me up, took me to the race shop, and I lived at the race shop for a month. Just getting to know the team, helping on the cars, fitting, you know, plexiglass windows and doors and seat fittings and, you know, so I learnt so much about that. And then a month in, the team rented me a house and I'd never lived out of home before. So I got in I had a fully sponsored stick it up work car. So I'll get in that. Here's the keys. Here's the address. You're out of here. Right? Drive through Queensland, like Brisbane, get to this house, go inside. I knew what a washing machine was, knew no idea how to fucking turn it on. Did not know how to use it. Never washed my own clothes, hardly knew how to cook, right? So straight on the phone to mum. Yeah. You need a flight to get on the next flight to Queensland because your baby boy, he's not doing well, you know? So she came over, spent a week with me, just basically taught me the basics of how to survive and, ended up spending just over a year there, which was cool.
Like how How do you like practice for a door slammer?
In real life.
Yeah, but it's
which is crazy.
Get in.
Yeah. So we went.
Rip this.
So probably, I reckon 5 or 6 weeks into being there, built my car that I'm going to race. So we had 10 vehicles in our team. That's how big the team was.
What did Brett do?
Professional race car driver.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was sponsored by Jack Daniels. That was where a lot of the money came from.
Okay.
He was very good at marketing. He had like a really upbeat persona, I guess. Him, Victor Bray, John Zapier were like John Force.
Yeah.
I guess in the drag racing world.
Okay.
Massive. So the sponsors we had was Jack Daniels, Makita Power Tools, Mack Trucks, Kitten Car Care. I'm forgetting one more.
Like company.
But like, yeah, you know what I mean. They're not here's 10 grand. Here's $1 million or here's 500 grand.
What, and what was the expectation of you?
Like, there actually wasn't many, No, they were super cool.
Just come and have a crack.
Yeah. Yeah. So we went to testing, took my car to testing, made a testing. I've never shit myself like this day. Driving down from Narangba to Willowbank, I was like fucking shaking the whole way, man. Just shitting myself because I knew what was about to come.
Fair enough too.
You know? They were so laid back, which was crazy. So we get there, righto, mate. They warm the car up, warm it up. Everything's warm. Put your suit on, get in. They strap me in. I want you to do this, this, and this. What? What do you mean? You pull this lever when the blower spins. You pull the magneto on, turn the fuel on. It'll start. Drive through the water in second gear. Hit the throttle. It'll spin the tires. Back, and then away you go. Never done a burnout.
Is it as easy as that?
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, it's...
You fumbled your way through?
It's very process-driven drag racing compared to Speedway is a bit very not process-driven. Yeah. It's kind of on the fly. Whereas drag racing, you can't do step 3 if you don't do step 1 and 2.
Yeah, okay.
So when you get the process down pat, it does become easier. Like I imagine, say, John Zapier, you could blindfold him, put earmuffs on, tape his hands behind his back, and he would still be able to do what he does. It's just second nature. But for me, trying to remember, like that, was that first or was, that kind of thing? And then it slowed. I probably got 1,000 horsepower or, 3,000 or 4,000 horsepower. So when it fires, you're like, fuck, and strapped to it,
Somebody's going to drive this thing.
Yeah, and it's me. Why did I take the job?
First run, what happened in the first run?
So I was only allowed to go to half track because you got to get a license first. Yeah. So they've got a process. So I did my burnout. So my first ever burnout in my entire life was like a 3,000 horsepower Doorslammer. And you literally crack the throttle like millimeters above, it's on the tires.
Lights it up.
Oh, there's so much power. So much power. And the first time I hit the throttle, holy far out, man.
Too much? Or were you like...
Well, I don't think your brain keeps up. Yeah, I really don't.
Yeah,
I think I was where I needed to be before I knew I needed to be there.
Yeah, okay.
And I always remember, like, you think you strap yourself in tight in a sprint car or a midget or whatever. I pulled the parachute and I nearly went underneath the dash.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it just nearly submarined me. I was like, fuck. So next time, you're like,
ratchet.
Cutting circulation off to make sure you're in. So that was good. And then when I did my first proper, like, full pass, man, you are moving. Like... out of control fast.
I can't believe this.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went, in my first full pass, I went 240 mile an hour, which is like 400 Ks, 380, 390 Ks.
And with that, are they looking at kilometres all the time?
Both.
Okay.
Both. So it's very articulate, so it's time driven. But so you need for the setup, like in a sprint car, you get 30 laps to watch your car. They get micro sectors, basically. So there's 60-foot time, 300 feet time, 1,000-foot time, and where you are. And that's how they know how the clutch is engaging all the way down. So, yeah, it's wild. There's really smart people that get them things to run.
Talk me through then. You've done your burnout. There's a hot chick with them things doing this, guiding you with the finger
Mack
back.
truck promo girl.
Yeah, one of them. She's got you right back.
Yeah.
Now you got to get focused back on your process. What's the process to get to the line? Like, I see him do it. So I'm like, there must be like a weird like clutch that like breaks, and that's like, how does that even work?
So you back. So you do your burnout, boom, then put it in reverse, take it out of top gear, then back. Because you do your burnout in top gear.
Okay.
So on the steering wheel, you have 2 buttons. So you're kind of in first, second, third.
Buttons.
Yeah, it's because it's air shifted.
Yep.
So you back, put it in drive so you don't kill anyone behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got to rev it a lot to clear it. So you that's why you see them like,
So that clearing.
Yep. So your brake is not your foot, it's your hand.
Okay.
Right. So you've got to like push the brake and hold the car. So that's the jerking you see. That's the guy or girl like letting the brake off, and then the car will move.
So it's like a handbrake reverse sort of.
Yeah. So you push that as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And this is the wild part. You put your foot on the clutch, and then you've got lights in front of you. So you're in pre-stage.
Yeah.
Right. So the first light's on. You're not in top gear. You're ready to go. Right. So you've got your hand jammed as hard as you can on the brake.
And you're pushing the brake forward.
Was mine push or pull? I can't remember which way it went. Maybe it was a pull, maybe it was a push. But anyway, it's
push.
here. Well, let's go with a push. So you're pushing it. So you got your foot on the clutch, and there's lights above you, which is like a tacho.
Yeah.
And the crew chief guy sets where he wants it. But it's like 8,000 RPM, and you're not moving. So you got your foot on the clutch, your hand on the brake, and you're on the throttle, and it's like light. And this thing is like trying to destroy itself. Yeah, loud, vibrating, hot. And then you got to inch it in to thing. And then as soon as the tree flashes, you got to, and this is the art of drag racing, you have to be off the clutch and on the throttle at this same crossover point.
Yep.
Because otherwise you'll fuck the clutch up and it'll smoke the tires and it won't be how they set it. So that they've got telemetry on all that. So you do your run.
They know.
They get the computer. Why were you 0.3 of a second slower applying the throttle as you were on the clutch? Or why'd you do this? Or what? Yeah, wild.
How did you get good? Like where?
No, I wasn't there long enough to get good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not like I was good in. I think I did the best that I could.
Yeah.
In the time that I had.
Was it fun?
It was great.
Really?
It was great. Yeah, I would love to still be doing it. Would love to still be doing it. Yeah, it was a shame it all ended because there was some pretty cool plans behind the scenes that I was going to do. I was actually going to go to Japan with the team and race twin turbocharged Toyotas in Japan.
Do they have drags in Japan?
Like a Pro FX car, they call it. So, yeah, a couple of 1,000 horsepower racing. So, yeah, there was some really cool stuff.
And that just came about just money, results, or they both? Like,
the team dissolved.
Okay.
So there's a bit of a story around that. Yeah, if you Google the news.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for a different podcast.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, anyway, that all ended. Got on plane, came home.
Did you get the 80 grand?
Yeah, got paid.
So you got paid to ruin a drag car?
And
that's what you do in them, hey? You ruin them.
Yeah, you destroy them. Yeah.
What was the hardest thing? What was the hardest thing to learn? Like
with a drag car?
Yeah.
Probably the staging procedure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the burnout, once you've learnt it, it's kind of easy. Backing up's kind of easy, but the staging procedure, making sure you're on your 2 lights above your head while watching the tree, got the revs where they need to be, that was the hardest bit. And I think...
Do you guess that tree or do you actually wait for the green?
I never got even close to being good at it.
Okay.
Never. Yeah, I was too worried. The tree's gone. You get going. So, you got to admire the guys that are really good at it.
What's your fastest actual quarter mile time? Do you know?
6:15 at 2:42.
And what's 6:15 like? What do the Zappiers do?
Nah, they're like 5:60s now.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I was doing it, they weren't they'd only just started running fives. So 615 wasn't that far away.
Okay.
You know, they might have been doing 590 something.
Yep.
On the odd occasion, like most guys were in the sixes. You know, someone will pop up and do a 5 here and there. But now, like, they're just
in it.
I don't know what they've done different clutches, I guess, different blowers or whatever. And yeah, it wouldn't be competitive now, but back then I was pretty impressed.
But would you, like, if someone come up and said you can have, like, whatever sprint car or what speed car or drags, like, would you have ever entertained the drags? Was it, like, anywhere near that fun?
Yeah. The lifestyle.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
The lifestyle. Yeah. The lifestyle. So because I was, like, 18, sponsored by Jack Daniels, had a Jack Daniels work car, all the parties, like, down the Gold Coast, and you were basically a celebrity over there. You were as close as you could get to a minor celebrity over there, which was weird. You just roll up to the door and the seasoned part, and you'd go in. Like, you didn't wait for anything. You never bought a drink. All the, like, festivals, like car festivals and stuff. Well, everyone knew who you were. It was weird.
Yeah, right.
So strange. Yeah, so strange. It's such a bigger high profile over there than Speedway.
Really?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Especially them guys. Like, if I was with a normal team, probably not. But the team I was with was like renowned.
Big dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. With the big dogs. Landed at the top.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Then, so that capitulates, like, are you just like, right, I'm going back home racing, like, or you thinking of taking a break? Like, where's your head at this point?
Yeah, so, no, pretty scrambled, to be honest. So I flew home, didn't really have anything on the cards for racing. And, like, I don't have any regrets in life, but this is one that I probably made the wrong decision. So I got home, my stepdad, Shane, who supported me in my entire racing career, been amazing. He had a drive for me in a sprint car, actually in Gary Rush's sprint car, the number 2 Pick and Payless car at Parramatta for a year, but I had to move. And I was like, I ain't fucking moving. You know, I've just got home. I've been away. I've just got home. I'm not doing it. So that's one thing that if I could go back, I probably made the wrong decision. I probably should have just moved again and gone and done that. I don't know where my career would be had I have. That was Benny Atkinson got in that car after I didn't.
Senior.
Senior, yeah. So, and he had a great career with them. So, yeah, should I have gone? Should I have not have gone? I mean, about 12 months later, my son was born. So I was, you know, the good comes out of the bag. But yeah, that was one decision that I let fly that, yeah, I don't know. And I don't think about it, but obviously knew I was coming in to do this. I was thinking about it today and I was like, fuck, I wonder what would have happened, you know?
What did you end up doing then?
So after that, I drove for Keith McCallum in a speed car. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So drove for him for 1 year, which I think in that year I probably learnt more in that 12 months, and why I do what I do now is probably because of that 12 months.
That was literally my next question.
Was it?
Yeah. Like at what stage through all of this did the swing and the spanners ever enter your mind? Like, you wouldn't have worked on them too much. Like, is it?
Oh, no. When I was a kid, like in my junior thing, I would have paid someone to not make me work. I fucking hated it. Yeah. Hated working on them. Whereas now I can't get enough. Yeah. Okay. You know, kind of weird. I would much rather watch Home and Away than go to down the shed, you know, and do anything with the race car. Like getting me to, I sound like a spoiled brat. I was a good kid, but working on the race car, I didn't want to wash it. I didn't want to work on it, nothing as a kid, and now I do it for a job, which is kind of strange. So, but yeah, so I raced for Keith for that 1 year, learned everything from motor maintenance, you know, normal maintenance, bars, setup, the whole thing. Because he's just super smart and wanted to teach me, which was good. Thankfully, I was enough of a sponge to take in what I could. I probably could have taken in more, you know, but I took in enough to kind of to be able to do what I do now, which was great. And then, but the real time when the spanners came into it was when I was with Rodney. Yeah, later down the road.
So obviously with Keith, then was that just a 1 year deal?
Yeah, just a 1 year deal. Yeah, we were good. We were competitive.
That was the 5th at the Aussie title.
Yeah, 5th at the Aussie title. We won the Laurie Matthews race down in Albany.
Yeah.
He was that smart, right? That we went to Albany, forgot half of our stuff, and he still got me a car to win the race.
What do you mean you forgot your stuff?
Like, we get there, it was a bit of a rush. We didn't, but we only had a couple of wheel spaces, and there was other shocks and stuff he wanted to take. But anyway, he just made it work. We'll do this, we'll do that, boom. And went, and Neville ran second to me. So, it's not like we didn't earn it. Neville was there. So,
what was your favourite track during your racing?
To race on? Murray Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murray Bridge. I love Murray Bridge.
In a Speedcar?
Yeah, in anything.
In anything.
In anything. Murray Bridge.
It was good to you in your junior sedan.
Yeah, it worked for me. Yeah.
It is a wicked little bowl. Like Darwin and Murray Bridge, they're sort of similar to me with how the crowd sits way up on the hill. But Murray Bridge is a little bowl, hey?
Yeah.
Could not believe it when I was...
And I love setting up like a midget for Murray Bridge.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really good. There's so much you can do to the car to make it go good at Murray Bridge.
Yeah. And then, so Keith McCallum, what happened after him?
So after him, I didn't have too much. Matt Muir rang me again, and I did the last half of the year for him from memory. And then after that, I was actually, this is where the Bennett Motorsport thing comes into it. So that was a good half of the year, but just kind of like we were before, not setting the world on fire, just kind of holding our own kind of deal.
What would you be like, 7th?
Yeah, 7 to 12, I guess,
Who was the man then?
Ryan Farrell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, never seen him. Just pull my stickers off and carry on. Yeah.
Allegedly he was out there.
Yeah, apparently. So, after that ended, and I was at a barbecue at my ex-in-law's place, and a guy named Jeff Stanton was there, and we were just having a beer, and you would have heard Jeff Stanton, right? Yep. So we're just having a beer, and he knew Rodney, and he goes, "Oh, what are you doing, Todd?" And I said, "Oh, not much, mate, just, hanging out." And he said, "Oh, give this guy a call." So I rang Rodney, and that was that. The rest was history.
So with that, do you think you appreciated like the rides you got as much as like?
I think I appreciate it more now.
Yeah.
Now I look back.
Did you? Yeah, because man, what some people do in this sport to give people an opportunity is fucking out of control.
Oh, I had the best car owners that I could have asked for from anywhere.
Like 1 year with Keith McCallum. That's more money than most people spend on their own children for their life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
it's crazy.
100%. The car owners I've had, I've been completely lucky and blessed. To have the people support me through the entire journey.
Is Rodney the first one you called?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then how did that feel? Were you shitting yourself? Or you thought, fuck,
No, I was shitting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd seen his car and I knew it was a Toyota. I was like, well.
Who was in that then?
Pickens.
Yep.
Yeah. So he drove it at the Motorplex.
Yeah.
Actually, Bradford was in it when I got the job.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, rang Rodney and I said, mate, here you're looking for a driver? And he goes, yeah. And Rodney had seen me race 10 years ago back in the family car, right? So he was like, yep, come see me. So I went to the shop and there's like 2 midgets, motors, landed on my feet here, really. And he goes, look, we're racing at Collie. Yeah, Collie. This weekend. Do you want to come down and just meet the boys and meet Adam and all that? So, yeah, mate, I'll come down. So I drove down there. They fucking wrecked everything. Yeah. Caden Manders was in the black and green K-Tech car.
Okay.
Crashed in hot laps. Tore the wheels off it in hot laps, right? And then I think it was heat 1. Shawnee Bradford dumps it on the left and nearly clears the fence. This is my introduction to Rodney's race team, I'm just like, holy heck, And then after that, Shawnee didn't want to race anymore, so the door was open for me.
And what about that, back to a 1-car team?
Yeah, at the start. Yeah, at the start. And then we ended up with like 4 cars and then 2 cars and then 1 car.
4 cars?
Yeah. We used to have a semi. When we had that photo you put up of the tap out with Rowie.
Yeah.
So it was me, Rowie, Mark Brown. Was there 3 of us?
Caden's dad, hey?
Yes. Yeah. Real good race car driver.
Shout out, Mark. He listens. He sends me a message every
He was tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was badass. Very good. But maybe only 3 of us. I thought it was 4. But anyway, yeah, so we had a semi with all the cars in it.
I got a photo of that.
Used to travel around, and we had we used to call it the tap out wagon.
Mate.
Yeah.
This wagon.
Yeah. So we had that. It was all sticking up, and we used to take that. This is the funniest. He bought a car because he didn't want to pay for hire cars. Like, what? So we got to transport this fucking heap of shit all around the country so we don't have to pay for a hire car?
Rodney, man.
Yeah, come on, Rodney. He has lifted his game since then. Yeah. But just started with Rodney and didn't really leave. Didn't expect it to go where it went.
Yeah.
But just.
So what year did you start at Rodney's? Do you know?
No idea. Not the year. No.
How many years were you with him then?
I think when I left him at the end of last year, I think it was 11 years.
Yeah.
Which is a long time.
So that's
actually
a long time.
Yeah. So my son Kobe's 11 and he was just born.
Yeah, I've seen some photos in the shed.
Yeah, just born.
There's a cot in the shed.
Yeah, I had to build a race car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody oath. And single dad.
I've got photos of my kids asleep in the shed as well.
Yeah.
Like, on the four-wheeler, they're asleep.
Yeah, he used to love it. He used to love it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so started with racing with Rodney. Reasonably successful. We struggled a lot, but yeah, it was good. Just the best fun though. Like honestly, the best people you could ever go racing with.
That's what my question was. Like, obviously, the equipment that you've had throughout your whole time is top notch. Your car owners, but it's obviously the relationship with Rodney and Adam. Like, is that just?
Yeah, it means the world to me. Yeah, really does. You
and
know?
they had with that like K-Tech. That's Rowy's family's business. How the fuck did Tap Out come on board? Do you know how that even came about?
Got no idea. No, I just know it wasn't a good deal. It was a very bad deal for Rodney.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think they paid for the sign writing in the end, and Rodney ended up paying for the rest. You know when you get one of those deals that looks great on paper?
I've not had a deal. So.
Yeah, promised the world. Like there was nothing we weren't going to do, you know.
Okay.
And they were all on board, and then this guy didn't talk to this guy, but this guy's actually got the money, but this guy promised, you know, one of them things. So, yeah, it was not a great deal for Rodney, but it looked cool. And it was cool to be a part of. Tap
Out was like the start of the UFC.
The drinks were shit house.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Travis Armstrong here is the only one that liked the drinks.
Yeah, loved them. Yeah. He loved them. Yeah. Yeah, he loved them, but they were terrible.
Poisonous.
Poisonous, yeah. Yeah, they make Red Bull seem like it's a cappuccino.
Yeah, okay. And was Rodney like, in terms of like your results, how was your period with Rodney?
Nah, it was good.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's just super fair. Like if I made a mistake, you'd hear about it.
Yep.
But if we just ran third, then okay, we just ran third. You know, he was never, you must do this, you must do that. Any of that sort of stuff. It was just we were as good as we were on the day, and that's what we took. And as long as I didn't make any stupid mistakes, which I made a few.
Yeah.
I wrecked a lot of his cars. He'd be twice as rich as he is now if he never met me, but and he would tell you that too.
Yeah.
He would tell you that too. But thankfully we did. And
it'd be half as happy though.
Half as happy.
Speedway, mate. And again, obviously I've only come into it.
And we talk every day.
Yeah.
Even still. Yeah. He rang me today, came to my shop the other day, and I did some soldering for him, you know, like just, Adam's my best friend. Rodney's a close second, you know, just the best people you could ever be hooked up with.
What sort of period throughout your speed cars were you the best? Like
in the family car.
Yep.
Yeah. Early
right.
on.
Yeah. Right.
Yep,
Right at the start.
Yeah. In my opinion.
That's when you passed Jamie O?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Back then. Yeah.
Jimmy Little's 5. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I think with the Rodney thing, we had better equipment, but not the knowledge.
Okay.
You know, we struggled a lot setup wise, and we persisted with an Eagle chassis for a long time, and it was like driving a fucking boat. It was horrendous. If it would rain, we win. If it doesn't rain, don't bother going, basically. And that was anywhere. Like we won in Adelaide with it, but there was just a storm, you know, before it.
Well, I just liked it slick as.
Yeah, just in the slick, it was horrendous. If it was rough and heavy, the car was a weapon.
Yeah.
It really was. So then I finally convinced him to let me race Mark Brown's Spike after Brownie left us.
Yep.
And it was like turn the light switch on, you know.
What's
I could actually see where Kinshot was now.
Yeah.
You know.
So you had to race Dane.
Yeah. In his prime.
Prick.
Nah, he's good.
He was.
He was good.
That's what I was saying to Caden. 3 blokes in 10 years won a state title.
Yeah.
Before that, like it is like the Figlamani, Dean McCallum, like they all, it's the same names, but they're all.
I won
swapping
my
every
Speedcar state title in 2007.
That's in the prime.
That's ridiculous. I'm only 37 years old.
Yeah, fuck. That's,
you know?
Yeah. When you say, how did that night? Where was that? The Plex?
Yeah.
Do you remember much about that?
No.
Do you remember?
I got a shithouse memory.
What's your best race? Do you remember any race? Or
my best race?
If you could only show someone listening to this, they like, who the hell's Todd Waddell? What race would you say go and watch?
If I wanted them to wow factor, I'd show them my crash in Rodney's car.
We don't want wow. But the best
the
race,
best race
to make this think this bloke can wheel it. What's that race?
Probably in Brad Dent's car at Parramatta.
Okay.
In a midget, yeah. Racing against Brad Mosen.
Yep.
Yeah.
A gun.
Yeah. Whipped him.
You did?
Yeah.
You won easy.
Yeah.
Just on side.
Yeah, it wasn't a feature. It was just a heat race, but that was the best that I drove, in my opinion. Yeah.
What about the feature?
I don't. No, I think it rained.
Okay.
Always rains in Sydney. I don't think we got it in. I couldn't tell you the amount of expensive dinners Rodney paid for in Sydney when it was raining all the time.
Let's pack up, go.
We went like 6 times and had dinner and came home. Fly there, go to the racetrack. Fuck, it's raining. Go back to the hotel, have dinner, drink too much, get on an airplane, come home.
Yeah, right.
Get on the plane next week. Just
Parramatta. Parramatta was the place. Eh?
Yeah, Parramatta was cool.
Like I remember even talking to David Priola. He was saying like his old man used to race Claremont Friday night, straight on a plane Saturday morning, race Saturday night at Parramatta.
Yeah,
like and then he'd be back Sunday and do something Sunday.
Crazy,
like, Parramatta must have been like what the Motorplex is now, almost like
to watch like Pickens, Adam Clark, Mark Brown, these guys around Parramatta. Man, you just scare the shit out of yourself. They were so good, so fast, and like racing above the cushion, on the cushion. Just there's tractor tires on the inside that like jump like wild.
What's the best speed car track in Australia? Do you think
now?
Yeah.
I'd love to see him at Tolma, but I think the Motorplex and Murray Bridge. The Motorplex for its high speed and passing, Murray Bridge for its close racing. Yeah, in my opinion. Mount Gambier's good. Yeah, no, but them too. Yeah.
Okay.
Murray Bridge and the Motorplex.
Well, did you go back? So your Bennett Motorsports going along. You had a sort of like it seems like everyone talks about it when they talk about you. You had a big lick in the
big crash. Yeah.
Do you even remember the crash?
Yeah, I remember pretty well all of it. Yeah, to be honest.
So you never went out.
No, I don't think. Well, I don't know. I remember the start, flying through the air, and then at the end. So yeah, I rode over Dan Golding's left rear. Yeah, at the pretty well the end of the straight. So
your fault, not QV, mate. He's
no. Of course, definitely
innocent bystander.
I'll say it's my fault if he gives me an entry into the wingless right. But so I rode over his left rear, flipped over like 13 times or something. But the scariest part, I actually went blind when I landed. I had obviously a head injury. Went blind for about 40 or 45 minutes. And thankfully it was at the Motorplex because the crash crew is second to none at the Motorplex. I would have hated to have done that at some country speedway, you know. Yeah. So I'm in the car.
Sorry, blind, cannot see, can't see, probably like how
not
bad?
A fucking thing. Oh. Switched off, gone, black. Right? So I remember the only thing I could recognise was Gavin Margrove's voice. So he was like over my left shoulder. And he's like, Todd, you're all right. And I'm like, I can't see anything, mate. He's like, oh, you're okay, mate. You're okay. So, and if you watch the vision, I'm actually poked myself in the eye because I'm like, my eyes must be shut. But no, they're not. They're open, right? So get out, groggily, get over to the ambulance. And I remember laying in the ambulance and it was like you had your eyes on a dimmer. So the dimmer's completely off, right? You can't see a thing. And then it was like slowly, I could just see the light start peeking through the black, you know? And I think it was like 40 or 45 minutes until I could see again. So that was scary. I had like a big, where my helmet was normal thing, but there was like an inch underneath it where it was sticking out. My neck was like black from side to side. But I checked myself out of the ambulance like an idiot. Absolute dickhead.
Well, I think with this, like everyone says that, but the problem is you've got a brain injury. Like you're not thinking properly. Like because everyone understands later that they shouldn't have done it, but
shouldn't have.
It's not like, oh, he's trying to be tough. No, your brain isn't working.
Yeah.
That's why you do it.
Yeah, so I checked out. I remember Terry Dorrington gave me a ride back to the truck. And when I got there, Rodney, Adam, all the boys were like, what the fuck are you doing here? You should be in hospital. You know, like they ripped me for leaving. So drove to hospital, walked in, and I was like on a stretcher. As soon as they looked at me, bang, neck brace, boom, boom. Then they tried to give me a needle, so I checked out again.
You don't like them?
I hate them. Absolute sook when it comes to needles. Big problem.
So you obviously, like, what were your injuries?
Just head injury.
Yeah.
Didn't break a bone. Not a collarbone, not an arm, not a finger, nothing. Just head injury. And like obviously sore neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, just head injury.
Did you ever get scans? Like, did you get all that done?
I should have.
Yeah,
I
bet you would have had way more if the technology now is available. Because like even to watch that footage back, man,
it was wild.
Yeah,
it was a wild crash, and I was just never the same after it.
Yeah,
as a race car driver, like I just, you know, when you get, well, you wouldn't know because you still want to do it, but I was getting in not wanting to be there.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and then you don't drive properly and you're wasting a lot of people's money and all this stuff. So,
how hard was that to admit to yourself? Like, cause
I've only just admitted it.
Yeah, because you would know, but you just don't want to verbalise.
Like, I've never told Rodney.
Yeah.
Hopefully he never doesn't listen to this. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but I think he could tell. Like, I just wasn't the same. So yeah, back a little bit. So I had that crash. Went to hospital. Come out on the Sunday. Sunday afternoon, I went to Rodney's house. We need to build another car to go to Adelaide for next week. And we did. Well, we raced the same car, but fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to wear sunglasses on the airplane because my eyes were black, and so they would let me fly. And so we got to, I think it was Whyalla. So get to Whyalla, hop in the car, go out for hot laps. My head's falling out. My head bent my seat, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So the headrest on my seat. So I went in the corner and like,
leaning right.
Yeah, nearly left the car. Like, what's holding me neck up? Yeah, wild.
Did you go all right?
Hit a tractor tyre.
Yeah.
Was running okay. It was, I think Rowie won the state title.
Okay.
That state title, yeah. I hit a tractor tyre and ended up on the infield, but probably shouldn't have gone even, you know.
And so you obviously, do you race 410s after that?
No.
Okay.
No,
so
no.
How did the career culminate after that crash? How long did you?
I was only a couple of races, handful of races.
Okay,
just a handful of races. After that, then Rodney pulled me in, like, we basically sat in his theatre and watching something. He said, look, we're not going to do it anymore, basically. So that was fine. Fine by me. So kind of still hung around the house because obviously good mates with them.
Yeah.
So still drinking beers and, you know, swimming in the pool. And
mates who race, not races.
Yeah, that's 100%. We've always been friends before.
Yeah.
Obviously, the initial meeting wasn't, but since then. So it was just hanging around, and then that's how the Tucker deal came about, and my first time as a crew chief, which was weird.
And the Tucker deal, what's...
So Tucker was coming over to drive for Lee Redmond. I don't know how it ended up that he was in Rodney's car. I think Lee had someone in his car and then he'd like double booked kind of deal.
Yep.
So ended up in Rodney's car. Lee was trying to set both cars up and it wasn't working. It just, you can't do that. You need to focus on one, right? So I was there. So Rodney asked me to come and help him build the car. So build the car for Tucker, went down on race night. It was just a sled, no good.
Yeah.
Absolutely nowhere. And before the feature, I remember going to Rodney and saying, look, I know you're mates with Lee, but I'm changing it.
Yeah.
You know, I know how it should be. We're changing it. And he said, mate, it's my car. Do what you like. And Lee was doing his thing down the road anyway, you know. So reblocked it, different shocks, blah, blah, blah. And we went out and won the race.
Yeah, from
Crazy.
Do you know where?
We would have started in the top 4 or 5, I reckon. Caught Dane probably halfway through and then, drove off.
Tucker, what's Tucker's name?
Tucker Klaasmeyer.
And he's American, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dude. But so that was I should have retired then because that was one and done. With the Spanners, we done, Yeah.
How were you on the Spanners at that stage? Like,
I could build a car.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew what I wanted. Yeah. So I just applied that. I guess at the start.
Is how you like a car universal, or like is how you like someone most people would like, or are you?
Depends. I like mine like really right rear drivey.
Yeah.
You know, other people like the front tire down and stuff, whereas I'd prefer it to get up and use the big tires to get it moving. So I just made took a swing at it. Basically, it's not like Buzzy coming to work on your car.
Yeah.
You know, I just took a swing and it worked. And it just culminated from there. And Tucker come back 2 more times. Definitely 1 more time. We had a fuel pump shit itself. We probably should have won that one as well. I think we ran second to maybe Travis White's car. And then Rodney did the deal with Tom and he said, hey, do you want to come and spanner the car? And we won a shitload of races together.
Is it hard to go from being like the man in a car to almost like not second fiddle, but to like to crew chief, like your career's done, like then, and you know how fast this sport moves on, mate. Like,
I think if I didn't have my crash, it would be harder.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I kind of in a way expected it after the crash and was more comfortable with it. If you just got fired and then like, hey, do you want to work on it? Like, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not doing that, you know? So, and once Tom was in the car and I could see his ability and I was getting better at being a crew chief, it was like good. And now I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. What about when he first come on the scene? Did you know much about Buddha?
I didn't even know him.
Okay.
No idea.
Didn't watch any Wingless?
No. I do now.
Mate, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a quick story. I told Callum Williamson a story about Matt Olwenau.
Yeah.
And he was like, who?
Who?
I was like, Matt Olwenau, race Wingless.
He's like,
no, I don't know him.
That's
like, you haven't watched Wingless? He's like, no, I've never watched Wingless.
No.
I was like, fuck, mate. I was like, Gav, put us on before the sprint cars
just shows you where you're at in life,
it shows where Matt is. Imagine where I'm at.
Yeah.
Far out.
That's wild. So, Tom came on board and I knew from a couple of races together, I was like, this is going to be a pairing that works. He's an absolute pain in the ass, but he's a damn good race car driver.
Was the relationship always sweet right from the start?
I guess so. Yeah. I think we had like a mutual respect.
Okay.
I guess he knew what I could do and I knew what he could do, and then we developed a bit of a friendship from that. And obviously, when you're winning, it makes it easier. It's easier to get on with everyone when everything's going smoothly, you know. It was just good. It just worked. Tom's one of them drivers that he doesn't ask questions and he doesn't want to know too much, and that's perfect for me. I don't want to explain what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. Just get in it and drive the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And that's how it worked. It worked perfectly.
Is that sort of your mentality with it, which it's sort of mine? Like, I don't think a crew chief can make someone win a race, and I don't think a driver can do it on their own either. I think the crew chief has to get it somewhere close. Not perfect.
Into a window.
But you have to have a driver
just going to drive the shit out of it.
Yeah, who fucking hangs off it. Like, I think Matt Olwenau wins in anything. I think Buddha wins in most. Like, I think Dane wins in anything. Like, I just think, so many people hide behind, it's the car or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but is that what you think?
And I think, 100%. And I think that drivers who try to be crew chiefs or think that they should be a crew chief from the driver's seat struggle big time. Because they're not, like, I always put it down to like work. Like, you do your job, I'll do my job. And if we both do our jobs to a high level, we'll get results. You know, if you're trying to do my job, you're not worried. I want you worried about passing cars and getting to the front. I don't want you to worry about what the right rear shock's doing.
Yeah.
You know, just get to the front. Tell me how the car feels. Like, hey, I need it to turn easier, need more forward drive, but don't tell me how to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, concentrate on your job.
Do you think, like, sort of like the confidence thing, is there like a certain amount of bandwidth you have in your head? The more you're worried about the car, the less you can be worried about
less you worry about
driving.
ripping it. Yeah. You're worried. You need to be worried about chasing the guy down, not is the front wheels tight. Fucking
Because
just
they're
go.
excuses, hey?
Yeah.
Like someone's got,
Yeah.
And like, I just remember Buddha, the smartass. I always fuck around with him about it.
Yeah.
He watched a heat race last year. He's like, what are they doing? Just get up on the fence, hammer it. He's like, just wait for the front right to touch the cushion and turn the fucking thing and just hammer it. Half a lap, you win by it, guarantee. If you drive like that, I was thinking, yeah, whatever, it's Buddha, like he's probably right. He went out and did it. And
Yeah, he
I
had a
was like,
fucking good car though.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was Brad Maiolo. He was on the mesh and Buddha was ripping the top. And I remember just looking.
I remember the race.
Yeah.
I know the race you're talking about.
I looked over, not at, like he didn't look at me, but I just remember Brad's face being like, what the fuck?
Driving it in the right front. Yeah. But that's where Tom was good.
Yeah.
That was good. If we go to the racetrack and he goes to everyone's pit and talks to them, that is the best.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone. Let me
Get
do
out
my
of
job.
yours.
Yeah. Get out of my pit bay. Go worry and annoy everyone else. And when you get back, you'll have a fast race car.
Yeah.
You know, and it worked. It worked really well.
And then obviously Rodney and Adam sort of operated in a similar way because it was always like the cackles of laughter were coming out of the sevens.
Oh, we had the most fun in the pits. When we were at our best, we were having the most fun out of anyone there. And Rodney and Adam and Tom are very similar. Like I could literally put the right rear on the left rear and the left rear on the right and not one of them would say anything.
Yeah.
Not one thing. They never question you. Just do your job, do whatever you want to do, make it fast, and Tom will get in it and rip the fence down.
What's your favourite race car? Whether crew chief, whatever, looking wise. Like what's the one race car that either you drove or you had with Buddha or whatever that you thought that thing looks sick?
The Doorslammer, obviously.
Okay.
But on a speedway level, probably
to give you a chance to think, my favourite is the white and yellow car, Jolly Goods, that you guys took to Derby.
I hated that.
Did you?
I hated it.
I reckon that's the sickest looking car.
No, I hated that.
Yeah, right.
Terrible. I hate the yellow and the white.
I thought it looked sick.
And
What's
it
your
looked
favourite?
like Jonesy's car. We're racing against him. It looks like a clone of his car.
You would have been in front of him though.
Yeah. My favourite was probably the first King chassis we got.
Okay.
The red and black.
Red and black.
King chassis with United on it. That was a nice looking race car. And Justin Inslee does an amazing job of building him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh no, that was a lie. Not that one. The predominantly white United Spike.
Okay.
Yeah. I like white cars.
Do you know what year that was?
I reckon 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Because we had a red one and then we flipped the colours. And when it was white, man, it looks so clean.
Well, what do you reckon that your family car and you versus Buddha, who wins?
Buddha, because he doesn't have me, because Buddha doesn't have me.
What race do you reckon then with that? What race do you think that Buddha was on the best? Do you remember one race that, like, there was a few of them that you just thought, this
We
shit.
can't lose.
Yeah, this little shit. Like, which one?
I really thought we were going to win that Australian title.
Fuck, I'll watch that back.
Yeah, we can't talk about it because I'll cry.
Okay.
Not sure. That still eats me up. Buddha at Murray Bridge is always good.
Yeah.
We won a 50 lapper at Murray Bridge, and I knew from hot laps, might as well pack all your shit up, boys. We're on. Yeah, just the way he was driving, and yeah, just
He was in everyone else's
ripped.
pits.
Yeah, just he was a menace and just left me alone, and we got the job done. So yeah, him at Murray Bridge was good.
And then it's the American trip for you guys, like the perfect exclamation mark to your sort of time with them, and were you contemplating anything at that time? Like
No.
What was that trip
nothing.
like then?
Oh, it was amazing. And as it would, like, to your question, it was the perfect finish for us. Not that I wanted it or expected it to be a finish, but it was something that since the day that Tom started with us, we'd dreamt of, talked of, you know, we're going to do this. We want to do this, you know. So to do it and then it to end how it ended with me leaving was probably, it was like a book, like someone wrote a book, you know. That trip was incredible. Like the generosity and the welcoming stuff from Keith Coons was out of this world, you know. And what you wouldn't expect, like we flew halfway around the world and, this is funny. So we get to Columbus where we're staying and it's like 10 minutes from Keith's workshop, right? So get in the hire cars and I don't know if you know this, but I'm an absolute control freak.
Okay. You're the driver?
100%. Otherwise, we're not fucking going. I'm not going anyway, you know?
Well, to be fair, it's Adam, Rodney or Buddha.
Yeah, no.
I'm going with you too.
With me, yeah. So I'm driving the hire car and we're driving down from Columbus to where the shop is and I've got it on my maps, you know, so I kind of know it's coming up and I look across and all I see is the KKM Toyota truck backed in and I squealed like a fucking girl. I was like, I remember Jake Romo was sat in the back. He was like, what just happened? I was like, bro, there's his truck. Oh, my God. Yeah. So we got there and Keith led us inside, met Keith. Nicest bloke you'd ever meet. Completely different to what like the rumours or the perception is. Because you hear a lot of like everyone hates winners, like we said before, right? Yep. So, he doesn't talk and he's this and that.
But like Kim Buzzy, he's not. He's the nicest guy you could ever meet.
But he's just busy.
Yep, he's working.
So go inside and there's Buddy's chili bowl car and all the golden, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm in heaven, which was sick. And his workshop's like Bunnings Armadale size building. Proper, right? Thing down the middle, micros, midgets, trucks, as many trucks as you could ever want, just backed up to all these doors, you know, like a Bunnings loading zone.
Far out.
And then we went through the doors to the workshop and there was our race car, had our sponsors on it, had Tom's name on it. And I was just like, man, can't believe it.
I just want to punch Tom at that point and be like, oh, you prick, you got this.
Yeah, you better do your job. I've come a long way. But yeah, so a real fond memory of that that I remember. I was working on the race car, on our car, just doing some stuff on the front end, and I turned around and Keith Coons, the master Keith Coons, is sat on a computer chair, playing his phone, spinning in fucking circles, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, that's Keith Coons. You know, but just normal.
Yeah.
You know?
Candy Crush.
Just normal. He's just playing on his phone, probably replying to text messages and just spinning around in circles. And you're like, man, this is wild. And
stuff becomes normal quick. Huh?
Yeah, it really was. And his head man, Bo, is one of the best dudes I've ever met. I still talk to him all the time. Yeah.
What's why didn't Tom win? Like, is it just an adaptation to the cars?
Winning would have been a big ask.
Make it the mains. Like, is it just the levels different? What is it? Driving?
Yeah, levels miles. But then Caden done a really good job. So
off the pole the first night.
You can't use that as an excuse. I don't know. I think he ran his race on the way getting there. You know what I mean? Like, getting there was already his main goal and his achievement.
Well, just the amount of work and effort that goes to fun.
Or whatever happens with the racing doesn't really matter. We're here. How good's this?
That'd be the first time we could sort of breathe and be like, like, we're finally here. Like, I can relax.
And then you go to a different track every night.
Yeah.
It rains for half of them.
Like Sydney.
You know, like Sydney. I had lots of dinners in America too.
Rodney's the rain man, isn't he? Everywhere Rodney goes.
He used to get told that in Sydney. The locals be like, can you just not fucking come? Because it keeps raining and we want to race, you know. But I don't know. And Tom's getting older. Not that he's lost his ability, but, you know, I personally wish we took Tom in his second year with us. Mm-hmm. I think we would have gone damn close to winning a race.
Yeah.
Or two back then. Because he just didn't care. He was just wide open, running wherever he needed to run. Whereas now I noticed even here, like he races different. And it's a good different because he doesn't wreck so much shit. Because he used to tear him in half all the time But
sometimes I don't think that's even a fear. It's more like
you just get older.
Yeah, then you truly understand the finances and
Yeah.
and that it's somebody else's stuff, and you're not like, I don't want to crash because I might hurt. It's like, I know how much money.
Yeah,
this
they've
is.
just
Like,
built 4 of these.
kids don't think about that.
No.
28-year-old, 30-year-old dudes
Yeah,
who are trying
do
to get
think about it.
houses and
100%.
yeah, I wonder how much that plays in.
Yeah. So yeah, if we had have taken Tom, like I said, in his second year, I think we would have had a shot because he has the ability.
He's a freak.
And back then he had the mongrel, I guess, you know. So yeah, but all in all, like the trip was just, I don't want to say once in a lifetime because I want to do it again, but it was really cool. Made some really good friends.
What's the next time look like then? Like if you now envision it, is it going back in a Speedcar? Is it Outlaws, High Limit? Like
so before I left, I was talking with Keith and also Bo, his main crew chief from there, and they've asked me to go to Chili Bowl.
Okay.
So we'll see. We got high limits here, but I'm trying to swing
short
it.
turnaround.
Trying to swing it. See how we go. I'll see what Boss Man says.
It's Chili Bowl.
I'll keep dropping the idea.
Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know. Trent doesn't strike me as a podcast type, so I'm not sure if he's listening to this.
He'll listen to this one just so he can give me shit about it. Yeah. Do you remember when you said that? Yeah.
But with that then, obviously you get back from America, like how does the current opportunity come to life?
No, it was before that.
Okay.
So I was in America.
Yep.
Yeah. It was weird. The racing was finished. Tom had to come home to go to work. So him and Marshall jumped on a plane and came home. So it was myself, Adam, Rodney, Paul Robbo and Jake Robbo. We're going to stay for 3 or 4 days. Rodney and I are going to go and spend all Rodney's money and load up on parts for the year that we're in at the minute. So dinners were happening, beers, rah. And I remember waking up in Brownsburg, Indiana, in a hotel after being at some pub the night before. And I pick up my phone, as you do, and I look, and on my screen it says Trent Pigdon, like message. I'm like, I think I'd spoke to Trent maybe once in my life, right? So I look at it, I'm like, what the how many beers did I have last night? Because I'm thinking, man, I hope I didn't message him.
Or prank called.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like you open it up and there's a drunk photo or something. So I'm looking at it going, fuck, what could this be? So anyway, I open it up and there was a message from him. Hey, mate, I know you're in America, but when you get home, would you consider coming to run my race team for me? Yeah. And I messaged him back, as I'm in America, but definitely interested. Can we have a meeting? So we went for lunch. I got back on the Sunday and I think went on the Tuesday.
Okay. King Road Brewery, where are we?
Byford Country Club.
Byford
Country Club, mate, yeah.
And like when you read that message, like, are you actually, like, obviously everyone would hear it out, like, but where was your head at? Like, is this thinking?
It was like a movie. I read it and then just like kind of laid back and was like, what the fuck? Because I had 2 things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take the job because it's my dream job. Always wanted to be a full-time guy, Sprintcar. But then I got this team that's more than just a team. Yeah, on the other hand, like with my best friends, people who I consider as family.
Who are going to go and spend some money to buy parts.
And they've, for the last 10 years, have given me anything I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? What do you do? How do you do this? So thankfully I was in America because it gave me time to think. I remember the first time I told Adam, he just ripped me. He'd had a few bourbons at this time. Jake Robbo will know what I'm talking about because it was me, Jake and Adam in a room, and I think Jake thought he's going to have to restrain Adam. He was into me.
Because Adam hates sprint cars too, eh?
Yeah. And the thought of me leaving, he knew that me leaving would end the team.
Buddha's career.
Yeah, career killer. So I might get some hats made. I reckon we'll get some money. But he knew what it would mean. So he was into me and we had like not an argument, but a fairly stern discussion about it. Yeah. And then the next day he was perfectly on board. Like he almost, it was almost like he had to get off his chest.
Yeah.
And then he realized, because he was like, you're fucking selfish. And I'm like, mate, this guy's offering me a full-time job.
Yeah.
And with you, I got to go get a job.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a job at the time. I left work before, I quit work after 19 years, the month before. So my last day of work, I flew to America. So I had no job
Yeah.
to come home to. So just an incredible opportunity. And the timing couldn't have been better for me work-wise. And then so flew back home, had the meeting and everything was positive. So I'm like, fuck, now I really need it.
Now I'm fucked.
Yeah, you know, because if the meeting was shit, I never would have told Rodney. No fucking way.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have told him I even went there, you know, but it was just great. And Trent and I got on good and what he was offering was great. And what I wanted out of it, we agreed on. And so I'm like, fuck, everything's perfect. This is shit. So, you know, you
want Trent to be a dickhead. You want him to offer 35 grand
I'll
a year.
I'll give you $12.50 a week and you've got to work 900 hours. And then you're, oh, thank God I don't have to tell Rodney. But the offer was really good and he was a really good bloke. So I'm like, oh, man, okay. So I rang Rodney. I said, look, I'm coming over. Can we have a yarn? And I don't know if he knew what I was going to say or not. But when I got there, like he was super calm and we had a coffee and I just said, look, this is what I've been offered. And then I didn't say anything. I was just like waiting for a response.
Looking gauging.
Yeah, like, do I need a duck or what are we doing? And yeah, his response was, man, you got to take it. Take the job. Go do it.
That'd make you feel even worse.
Yeah.
Because you're like, Rodney, you good dude.
Yeah, because then I started like making excuses for it. You know, I was like, Rodney, I'll only go if you agree. Like, I don't want to tear what we have apart. And he's like, just take the job, man. I just told you. Like, it's a great opportunity. It's what you've wanted. It's what you've worked towards, you know. So, yeah, that was one of the most nervous times of my recent memory, driving to Rodney's, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like when him and I were getting a divorce. It's fucking crazy. And weirdly, like, after that, I spoke to him the next day and he sounded the best that he had sounded on the phone in the last 5 years. I think it was all getting a bit much for him. You know, like Rodney's not a young man anymore. Still incredibly skillful and mobile and, you know, he's got all his wits about him and all that. But I think it was just starting to take its toll a little bit. So it was almost like a relief, I guess.
Someone had to rip the Band-Aid off it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because he would have, and I know he would have, gone until Adam and I didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah. And then, like I said, he just sounded great and we talk every single day now. Just about shit, about life, about... You know, he's helping out on Rowy's car and he's ringing me about, he thinks he's a fucking crew chief now, ringing me about about stuff and, hey, what do you reckon about this? Or
birdcage angles.
Yeah. What if I do that? And
so you obviously now crew chief of the W7, Trent Pigdon's team, Pigdon Racing Team.
Wild how it's always been 7, eh?
Yeah.
I raced 7, Tom raced 7, now Trent raced 7. My son races 7.
Well, you also raced 1 for a bit too.
Yeah, a little bit.
But obviously, what's something that surprised you about that? Like, what's something? You're in the game and you know that, but what's something that has surprised you with the new role? Something harder, something easier than what you thought?
No, it's just it didn't surprise me, but what made me realise is why the guys are as good as they are. Like your Cricket Motorsports, your Williamsons, these guys that have full-time guys, why they're so good. Because if you've got a 9 to 5 and then do 2 or 3 hours after work,
it's not
Maddie, myself, we've got 9 hours a day to do what you want to try and do in 4. That's the biggest realisation for me, is how much better you can make things if you have all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and do it properly. This is how it's meant to be done, right?
No, I'm racing on the weekend, but I've only got Wednesday to get here.
Yeah, and I've got kids' footy after thing. Well, you can do that because you've worked all day.
Yeah.
So you can go to that stuff. So, yeah, that was the biggest change for me because I used to work full-time night shift and then basically finish night shift in the morning, go to Rodney's, work for 2 hours or until I fell asleep, standing up, home, sleep. And you're doing the best you can, but it's not how it's meant to be. Whereas now it's like, you know, you can do everything.
What's the shittest job then of it? Like, is it pop rivets on a wing? Like, what's the shittest?
The shittest job. Greasing a driveline.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that job. It's got to be done. It's absolutely crucial, but Actually, it's not as bad on a sprint car, would you believe? So we had the same rear coupler on the midget as the sprint car, but everything's shorter. So you don't have the room.
Yeah, it doesn't come
you
back.
You can't push the torque tube up enough.
It's too tight.
It's just on a midget. Oh, man. I'd rather cut the chassis and get the diff out than take that up. But yeah, so on a sprint car, it's not too bad.
What about talking to like Buddha and that? He was talking about the maintenance in America, like how little they do.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay,
that was strange. But so it was strange from the outside. When you spoke to them and understand why, it made perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't wash in between. Like normal weeks, yes. Speed weeks, no. And you're like, oh, fuck, your shit's going to be all dirty and, you know. But they hand wash the panels, blow off the motor, do their maintenance. And I was like, fuck, that's a bit weird. And I was talking to Bo about it. And they are that precise and good at what they do. He listed like 30 jobs they don't have to do if they don't wash.
Yeah.
You don't get water in your torsion bars, so you don't need to re-grease them.
Yeah.
You don't get water in your driveline. You don't get water in your bell and ball.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you don't get water all over the motor. So all it is a blow off, run your valves, put the cover back on, you're out the door.
Gone again.
You know, there was honestly a list.
Would you adopt anything that you learned over there?
We don't race enough.
Yeah, okay. So you can justify the time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so over there, especially the speed weeks, you would race, drive for fucking hours. Everything over there is so spread out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So drive back to the shop, go home, get as much sleep as you can. And if you washed, you cut 2 or 3 hours off that as well.
Yeah.
To get as much sleep as you can, and then you're driving again. You know, so it's not lazy. It's not because they don't want to do the job properly. It's just they can't physically do to the level that they do their racing, do it if they do these other, make it look pretty.
So what gets you excited now then with the 410? Like you have done a lot. Like what are you wanting to see, or what are you wanting to happen in the 410?
I'm super excited with everything I'm learning.
Yeah.
You know, I understand it's going to be a long process. It's going to be probably a slow process with more downs than ups, but just getting better and better, you know. Yeah, just the amount I've learned already from, you know, Buzzy and all these guys, just I'm super grateful, and they've been super nice to me, you know.
Who do you bounce ideas off the most, do you think?
Probably like if it's parts, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Chaddy, because he knows everyone in the world of Speedway. But Buzzy's been a big help, you know, just the small things. Like I think because I was a pretty successful crew chief on a midget, I know what not to ask.
Yeah.
Because I know what I wouldn't have wanted to be asked.
Yeah, like what gear?
You know, yeah, I'm not going to say, oh, what's your right rear shock number?
A general concept.
But if I need to know, like, hey, Buzz, what's the go with this?
Yeah.
He will tell me, you know. But as for numbers, and I'm not asking.
Nah.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about then? Like, is it easier to learn in the shed at Pigdon's, like on your own, taking your time?
It's best.
Let's figure this
The
out.
best.
Like, and then like measuring weights, like all of that.
Yeah.
Like, and what about?
You can lose a whole day measuring.
Yeah, that's
an
crazy.
entire day. Put some fuel in, measure, change a bar, measure. But it's all learning, right? It's all taking notes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how the good guys get good. Like no one is born knowing what to do with a sprint car.
Yep.
It is all learned.
Reps.
It's all learned behavior. You know, so I'm not going to say anyone can do it, but if you're half handy, you could become to that level just by doing the reps.
And what about Trent? Like you obviously spoke about Buddha not caring. What's Trent's approach
Very
to
much
the car?
the same.
Yeah.
Very much the same. He just rips it.
Yeah.
Just rips it. Super talented.
He was
really
good
is.
at Ellenbrook.
Yep, super talented. He really is. He's better than what people give him credit for, in my opinion. And just rips it.
He hammers though.
Just rips it, man. Honestly. Yeah, just drives the shit out of it, which is strange for someone who owns it as well, you know, because he knows the price of it. But yeah, he just rips.
And then obviously with that, the big news from Pigdon Motorsports is obviously Buddy Kofoid's coming over. Like you obviously have a relationship already with Buzzy. Like, are you more excited for Buddy or like Dylan Buswell?
Dylan.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though everyone will tell you I'm Buddy's biggest fan in the entire world, and I genuinely am. Like, I love Buddy.
Yeah.
Because Buddy was a midget. But Buddy was a midget guy.
Yeah.
You know, who's made good in a sprint car. So he's right up my alley.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my two loves have come together in one person, you know. So, but yeah, with Dylan, 100%. You know, I understand he's not going to tell me everything.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to see how they go about their business, how they race, pick up what I can, what I can't, grab a mud scraper, join the ride, you know, hand over the keys and say, take us to the top, bud. Let's go get them.
And is it exciting coming into probably the biggest race in Australian history, which I think the next high limit race is going to be that. Like, I know there's a classic, I know there's all of that, but
I agree.
Like, I think that race is going to be, there would never have been a field anywhere near as close to what's about to roll out in December.
Incredible.
Is that exciting to be a part of that, like a genuine shot at winning?
Yeah, I think that's the best bit, and where I've got super lucky with
No
it.
offense, Trent.
Yeah.
Like, but
no, we're realists.
Yeah,
we're realists over
like,
here.
That's that'll be the as talented a field as ever has been here.
Well, selfishly, I think we have the best horse in the race.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the reigning World of Outlaws Crew Chief of the Year.
Yeah.
With second in the points.
Yep.
With their
most
own
prize money.
With their own car.
And they rock up to the big money shows.
Their own car, their own engines. And anything they want.
Yeah.
I'll get them anything. You know? Whatever they like. You know. So just super excited. Excited for that. It's gonna be stressful, you know. Because even though I'm not calling the shots, it's still, you know.
Yeah, if he comes over and he does shit, it's not him, it's you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's buddy code for Dill's deal.
Yeah.
It
must have been their equipment.
Yeah.
Must be their equipment, or, you know, they probably didn't do this. So the pressure is still there, but yeah, let's bring it on. I can't wait.
Fuck it. I'm all pumped up for it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Every time Trent sends me a mock-up of his car or something, I'm just like, man, I can't fucking believe. Yeah, dude, got Buddy on the front.
Michael.
Yeah, big number 7, ripping.
Well, what's your goals? Like, are you taking it year by year? Like, this is now a career for you. Do you see where this is? Is it staying here? Like, because I was thinking about it today, I'm a little bit off track. Yeah. It's like what do you call him? The trailblazer is Buzz, right? Buzz got so good at his job that other people had to hire dudes full time to match him.
Yeah.
And then that's now come to fruition and it bears fruit in the form of maybe 14 full-time crew chiefs. And that's, if Buzzy wasn't that good, then the next guy doesn't go
just
full-time.
be weekend warrior.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, so
100%.
he's the trailblazer. Now you're with his son who's done it all. Like, do you have envisioned anything of where you're going to get to?
Yeah, I would like to get to similar level I was with the midget.
Yeah.
With a sprint car. I want to keep getting better this year. Go to the States if I can in the off season for a month or whatever. It's all about gaining knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, wherever I go, I just want to learn something and just get better. You know, and you do that 2 or 3 years. I've got a son, obviously, so I can't go and live in America. But to go learn, then come back, and if you can get to where Buzz is, that would be. You know, that would be a massive goal and achievement.
Last thing before we get to the questions that have been thrown in.
Any good questions?
I'll go through a few of
cool.
them. There's a few obviously R-rated, but whatever. Your young fella, what's his name?
Kobe.
Yeah. Obviously he races and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One, how is he? And
he's good.
And how are you? Obviously being
not good.
Yeah, like, are you nervous? Are you angry?
I got real bad anxiety all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly live with it. But yeah, when he's racing, I hate it, man. But no, he's good. He's got some talent.
And what's he race?
He races an outlaw car at the moment. And he's good. He's good in that. He actually races against Trent's kids, which is funny. That was the first thing that came up in our meeting, you know, which was cool. And that was one of the reasons I signed up, is because he said in the meeting, when Kobe's racing, you go race with Kobe.
Yep.
not with us.
Okay.
You know, so I was like, that's my biggest worry. Having racing against each other is that they would conflict, and that's not going to be an issue. So that was good. But yeah, so he's got a junior micro at the moment, but it's just waiting for him to turn 12.
Okay.
So
is
early
micro
January.
just a junior
Formula 500? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the American.
And so then you're obviously one of the ones waiting for that track at the Motorplex then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be sick for those kids.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be cool. Pinjar's going to be good this year too. Now they've reshaped it, I think. But I'm super excited for him to get in a micro because I can then have more influence on his results.
You can apply.
Yeah, I can apply everything I've learned, all the weekends I didn't spend with him, weekends away racing is all going to come
back
full circle back to make him better.
And he love it. Like, where's his mentality?
Yeah, loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it. He already thinks he's Kyle Larson. There's nothing surer. Yeah, loves it.
Check it. Check some of these questions here. I think there might have been a few more coming in. I'll quickly check it. It's too hard to
hit me with it.
Out. I'll have to. I haven't gone through them all. Nah, sweet. I don't think there's too many. Let's get into it, mate. Right, I've screenshot them because sometimes I miss them. How many? I won't read out who it is because some of them are inappropriate or might give them away. But how many different types of cars have you actually raced? Junior,
Speedcar, Sprintcar, Doorslammer. I've driven a V8 Dirt Modified. Probably 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Then what was your favourite track over in America when you went there for that Speed Week?
I don't know if it's Bloomington or Kokomo. Let's go Kokomo.
All right. I'll say this one because he's a legend. David Priolo. Who was the best Doorslammer driver in the Brett Stevens super team and why was it you?
Because I was the youngest and I didn't care. Brett was by far the best, but he'd done it the longest.
So he owned it and raced it?
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah. And raced a bike. So he'd race a Doorslammer, a funny car, and a bike.
In one night?
Yeah, no problem.
Weapon. That's some dollars.
Yeah.
Right. How often are you a neat freak, are you?
A little bit.
How often do you tidy up and organise a workshop?
All the time.
Yeah, just constant.
All the time. I mopped the floor before I came here.
Yeah. Bo Oldfield, legend, he said what national junior title was the best? I think Murray Bridges said.
Yeah, Murray Bridge, yeah.
Someone sent in, some fella, Taco Tuesday or Wing Wednesday?
Huh?
Taco Tuesday or Wing Wednesday?
Oh, no, wings by far. Okay. Love wings. As long as there's blue cheese sauce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, proper.
Wazda or Wamda? Should it be WA Midget or WA Speedcars?
Oh, that's a good question. Midgets.
I think midgets sounds
Yeah, midgets.
Yeah.
I don't think many people would agree, but yeah, midgets.
Biggest prankster in the pits?
Trent. By a mile.
Really?
Yeah. He's a menace. Absolute menace. He tried to run me over on his electric scooter on Saturday, right before the feature race.
He loves that thing. He used to hammer. Him and Kerry Madsen, mate. He used to smoke the wheels. They were flying around on that thing.
Other than that, Rowie, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, it's hard to prank people from the infield.
Yeah.
When are you going to throw your Mustang bar funds into the road show? What's that?
When he wins a race.
You spend money at the Mustang?
Yeah, it used to go a little bit. Was that from Mikey?
Nah,
okay. Mikey Rimmer and me used to go to Mustang a little bit.
When are you putting the boots back on for the mighty Quinana Knights Rezzies?
I
heard there was a footy career there for you.
I actually thought about playing Rezzies this coming season, but not at the Knights.
Oh, Mundjong.
I was going to go to Mundjong, yeah.
Oh, turncoat.
But then I would have to run, so we'll see.
The Graham Racing and all that, people will be intrigued by that. I don't know. Graham Racing and all that, people will be intrigued by that. You have any idea what that is?
Graham Racing.
So people won't be intrigued.
I'm not intrigued.
So that is the Rowe Show. That was Nick Rowe's question, just so I don't sound like an idiot. Yeah, I don't know. Move on.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, mate. The comment, mate. That's just how he is.
He's a lunatic.
Why was Rowie so fast in the last meeting?
Because I set his car up.
That's a proper random that put that in.
Was it really?
Nah, not too random.
Yeah, no. It was,
Probably Damo Lyle, mate.
I'd done some things to Rowie's car that Rowie didn't know existed.
Mate,
poor fella.
Great man. He was one of my favourite from the Aussie titles last year, Brock Webster, mate. Thoughts on utilising a van for a transporter?
I completely agree. It's the greatest idea. So, do you know the story of that?
Somewhat, but it'll sound way better if you tell.
So, we're racing at Warrnambool, and it was an Australian title. Brock was there. He is a top fella, real good bloke. So,
Big cowboy hat.
Yeah. So anyway, the meeting got rained halfway through, and we ran the feature race at like 2 a.m, right? So everyone was fucking on the terps pretty late, but so we're in the pits drinking and stuff, and I look across. We had a full semi, right? Biggest transporter in a midget's pits ever. That big K-Tech truck. Yeah. And I look across, and there's like a high ace van, and these two dudes are trying to push a midget into the back of it. So I ran over, and that's when I met Brock. Yeah, they put like front wheels on the back, so it was skinny, and loaded it in.
But he also ripped.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I think Rowie said I can't remember what he did, but maybe like 5th or something that time.
Yeah.
And he was good at the time.
Yeah, very good. But brought a van because that was cheaper than bringing a truck on the boat or whatever the excuse was. But
that truck was bullshit that you guys had.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. We looked like complete wankers. Lucky we won a little bit.
Yeah, you had to win. You would have had to win.
Yeah.
Rolling in with that setup. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Sweet, man.
Mate, really appreciate your time. Obviously, like most people, it's just chapter 1. I feel like this.
So I've got an idea before we end it.
What is it?
I think I come back in a couple of weeks and we swap sides.
Okay.
I want to interview you.
Mate, what
down?
about 6th place in a win?
No. There's more to the story. I think people need to know the man behind the mic.
Nah.
Come on, have a think about it.
It'd be a boring episode, mate.
Well, even if it went for 30 minutes and just all questions, huh?
We'll see. Maybe one day.
Have a think about it.
Done. Thanks, mate.
All right, man. Cheers, brother.
Bunbury Toyota, QV, Jolly Good Auto Electrics, Platinum Tiger Insurance.
You need to get Bella on there. I'll speak to the boss.
Talk to him.
I'll speak to the boss.
Oh, I told you, I don't want to call it out. I've let a proper sponsor slip now. Went into this worst section of my emails, mate. I seen it yesterday. I felt so sick.
It's all right, you'll get him back. It's a good podcast.
Oh, hopefully, mate. If he's listening, he's a Queensland-based man. He's one of the greatest blokes you'll ever meet, and I really apologise for the email going to where it did. Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. See ya.
Thanks, mate.